Yeah, let's go.
What? Oh shit! It's like playing on my TV back there. Hold on a second. Hold on. Give me a second.
Hold on.
All right, the first segment today is.
And we're live, coming to you live.
Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, I think we're good.
Wait, so why can't we see it? Wait, are you just doing an audio only version of you eating this onion?
What do you mean? You can't see me?
No, I can see on the TV behind you.
That's just a thumbnail, you fucking idiot. No.
Why isn't it playing us?
Really
Is it a live
good
stream?
thumbnail.
Put on the live stream so we can see ourselves.
That's too much. No, I don't. That'll be like Inception of those fantasy dudes. We're not ready for that yet.
The mirror effect.
We're not ready for that yet. People start having brain aneurysms. We don't want that.
Okay.
But yeah, welcome to the season finale of the Those Fantasy Dudes off-season podcast. We're calling this season 6, going into season 7 in 2 weeks with the fantasy football season upon us. Are you guys ready?
I'm not.
I'm
so
not either.
Underprepared, dude. I feel grossly unprepared to even talk on a podcast lately.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
how I
gonna
feel.
keep it an absolute buck. I'm not.
What is your current league count right now going into this season? Because I'm teetering on double digits. Tyler's
Are we
at
counting?
9.
Are we counting survival and the kicker league?
You have to. I mean, yeah, I count anything that's like.
I've
its
got
own
7
league.
if we're counting those two.
Yeah, I'm right around 9 as well. I just joined a pick'em league as well on top of that, and I know I don't know why I did that because I'm terrible at picking games, as you guys know.
Yeah,
but
so just
I forgot about
just
Pick'em
given
League.
us $10.
I basically just threw away $25, so that's
Yeah.
pretty much what just happened.
Yeah. I had to take out a small unsecured personal loan for my fantasy buy-ins this year. I recommend everybody do the same.
That can't be real.
It's not real. Kidding.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God! Holy crap! I'm like, Tyler,
I
you're a
was
financial
really
guru. That's a terrible decision.
I'll win it back. It doesn't matter. I don't care if the interest rate's 28%. I'll win, obviously.
You're going
gambling
Oscar
on
Casino
credit
right
for
after
free
this?
drinks.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Honestly, if anybody can make it back, not Tyler.
Well, dude, remember last year? Remember live on podcast, we were recording as during the first game of the season, Lions Chiefs, and Tyler's bet was like, I think he bet $50.
$50.
Yeah,
Amon-Ra St.
Amon-Ra
Brown
anytime.
first touchdown.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it
his first
happened.
touchdown,
And he
yeah,
made like
okay.
$550
And it
off
happened.
that.
And it made like $500. It was sick.
Yeah, I couldn't believe
Sweet.
it. That will never happen in a million lifetimes.
And it was on
for me,
free money.
ever.
It was
Well,
on free
if you
money.
don't-
You bought a jersey. You got $50 in free credits to Fanatics Sportsbook because they just opened it. So I took that $50 in credits, hit that bet for $500, cashed out, and never used the sportsbook ever again.
That is not what they want. That
I
is
got
not
him.
what they want you to do.
No,
I'm
But,
shocked you never used that. Feels like way not enough of a
their
gamble.
app sucks. DraftKings, sponsor us.
Oh, so it's purely about the UX, not the fact that you don't want to gamble.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
find a way. Gambling finds a way.
Gambling does find a way. If you
and it
got
starts
banned from
here
gambling,
on the Those
you
Fantasy Dudes
Yeah.
podcast.
We did it.
But should we get the housekeeping out of the way? Maybe get into the show here. What do you guys
Yeah.
think?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, welcome back to the show. If you don't already, make sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook at Those Fantasy Dudes. Almost said Movie Dudes. Just did the other podcast last night.
Ooh, that was close.
Check that out if you want. It's Those Movie Dudes at Those Movie Dudes. Very similar. Very different content, different dudes, but you still get me. Follow us on X at Fantasy Dudes Pod. Give us money. Click the link in our Instagram bio. And also, if you're on YouTube, which if you're watching live right now, you should definitely make sure to subscribe or hit that notification bell. That way you never miss an episode, because we have a new one every single Wednesday during the season for 18 straight weeks. We will find a way to sit down here and record a podcast. Whether we are here or not, there will be an episode out on the platforms. So
Every week.
every single week. This is what we've committed to, whether we're making money or spending money to do it.
It's just been
Right now, it is spending. We are definitely in the red. That's
Yeah.
okay.
Oops.
Okay, and we're doing this live. So if you would like to listen, you can do so on the various podcast platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon, TuneIn, Stitcher, Castbox, Reason, Radio Public, Breaker, Pocket Cast, Bullhorn, Castro, Podchaser, Podcast Addict, Podbean, Podcast Guru, Podcast Republic, Podverse, and Spotify for podcasters as our host platform. That is
That's right. Good recovery. Good recovery.
That was
Pressure, guys.
so
Bring
bad.
it home. Bring it home.
back
The
to you.
pressure, the live
It's
pressure.
harder than you
dude.
think, you guys. It's really, really hard. Even if I have it memorized, I still flub it every now and then. Can we get a take 2? No? Okay. No take 2. That's fine.
I had
Are
a
you
shit
guys
porn
for the final Brittany Mahomes update of the offseason?
Oh God, yes. The final one of the
I thought you were
offseason.
saying the final one forever. And
No, that'll never happen, Jake. Sorry.
No,
Man.
why would you ever? Don't you want to keep up with her and know what she's up to?
she had some questionable things recently.
Keeping
so
up
let's
with the
hear it.
Yeah.
Mahomians.
Perhaps we'll go over it. You never know.
I can only hope.
Yeah. Well, I gotta pull up the shit here. Okay. Yeah, anyway. Brittany Mahomes, you know her. Here we go. Brittany Mahomes.
This is a live podcast.
Brittany Mahomes update. Brittany Mahomes update.
Jake, you glad to be back talking about Brittany Mahomes once again?
No.
We know you are.
It's
2 million
so-
followers and
it's
strong,
so
Brittany Mahomes.
genuine from Jake. He's not even acting anymore.
He has.
He's just dead inside.
Of
I'm
course
just
he is,
tired.
and
I'm fucking
that's totally
tired.
okay with me. I want you guys to know that I've put my heart and soul back into this once again.
Thank God.
I've written a script mostly because we're live and I don't want to go off the cuff when talking about a human being. So we're sticking to the
because you haven't
headlines.
said anything fucking crazy up until this point, so we want to make sure that you keep on that track. That's a good idea, John.
I don't want Chris from our
You
league
wouldn't want to
to
say anything
reach out to
insane
local
about this
authorities about
woman.
anything I'm saying. So
Yeah. All right.
Oh
should we
Lord.
get into it?
Damon just done.
Just
brother.
let him
I
get
just
through
wanna
it.
let you know.
Just let him get through the segment.
Jake, over under 10 minutes? No. Oh, by the way, if you haven't, go check out our water bets. We finally posted those on our socials. Definitely go check those out.
Yes, we did.
Instagram, TikTok has all of them, and also YouTube Shorts. If you're already on YouTube, you can go ahead and watch our water bets from last
Any of
year.
them
At those
hitting on
fantasy
TikTok?
dudes.
They're all on TikTok and they're all on YouTube
No,
Shorts.
are any of them hitting? We doing numbers?
Not really. They didn't last
will
year
be.
either. It's an interesting one. Yeah, hopefully.
Happens, man.
They got like 600 views a piece, something like that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, But anyways, Brittany has been quite up to Brittany has been quiet on Instagram for the past week.
No.
But that could be much due to the backlash she's received from recently liking a post made by former President Donald Trump on Instagram.
Uh-oh.
Now, I know. Don't worry, it's okay. Now, on this podcast, we aren't trying to take a stance politically. We are merely pawns reading the headlines in this little segment we call the Brittany Mahomes update. Some of the hateful comments to Brittany include, and I quote, "I don't get how people with kids could still vote for a known child blank/felon. Guess people like Brittany Mahomes prefer the tax breaks over child safety."
Damn.
Yeah, these people are savages behind their phones. It's actually crazy.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this bit. It's
It's okay.
There's a lot of room for comedy.
There's a lot of room for comedy, just not comedy that you can say on a podcast and not
Right.
get fired
We gotta
from
be
your
careful
job.
here. Another person wrote, and I quote, "Patrick Mahomes, imagine marrying someone who doesn't care about your rights or your kids' rights. Brittany Mahomes agreeing with Project 2025, but married to a black man with mixed kids is insane."
What?
These are written on her. I'll show you. Look at
Good
this. Look at the most
Lord.
recent. It's crazy that people feel like.
Show their
You know.
usernames, dude. Like,
Look at some of these comments. "I don't understand how someone with a daughter can support Trump." Shaking my head. "She can vote for whoever she wants." There's we get people from both sides here. Kamala 2024. Love that you aren't scared to speak your mind. Why are you voting for an orange Mussolini? I bet you and Butler get along
hell.
great.
Jesus.
You have a daughter. Yes, she sure does. She's about to have 2 of them. MAGA girl, really? So, a lot of outcry about this. And Brittany, of course, had to come back and say something of her own.
Oh, well, surely she will handle this professionally with
As she
probably
always does.
many PR people on her
I
side.
can't imagine 2 things. I can't imagine caring this much about politicians, particularly, but also caring this much about Brittany Mahomes' political stance.
To go to her Instagram
Oh my God.
and say,
Like,
"We stand with you and Patrick. Please take a moment to educate yourself
don't-
and read Project 2025 spelled incorrectly.
Project. Yeah, that's
The
good.
minute she starts running for public office, okay, sure. I don't give a fuck what Brittany Mahomes thinks. What?
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about her.
But yeah, here we
I
are.
wanna
Here we
talk
are,
about her,
Jake.
let alone think about what she's thinking about.
If you guys had to guess, what do you think she would have said in retaliation?
Oh,
in
in retaliation, I'm sure it was
comments?
something very level-headed and
Surely,
well-adjusted.
I mean, it had to have gone through a PR team, right? At this point, after all
Nope,
the Jackson,
not at all. She said, and I quote, "I mean, honestly, to be a hater as an adult, you have to have some deep-rooted issues you refuse to heal from childhood. There's no reason your brain is fully developed and you hate to see others doing well." End quote. I don't really know. I think there's a lack of
that as
grammar there.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Sounds about right. Yeah. So yeah,
I don't know, man. This might be the worst segment of Brittany Mahomes we've had to do.
Wow. Okay,
And there have been some bad ones. Let me tell you, there have been some real bad ones.
I thought John might really get a call from law enforcement at some points, and
genuinely
this is the worst one we've had to do.
I'm gonna beat up. Fuck, dude. Okay. Yeah. Also, Patrick's trying to stay out of it as well. He said when asked in April about his political views, I don't want to pressure anyone to vote for a certain president. So we appreciate that, Patrick.
There you go.
Patrick Mahomes,
again,
MVP caliber in 2 categories: football and staying out of his family members' businesses.
And PR.
He's really good at that. He's like, I don't want anything to do with this. Let me alone.
He's fucking really good at those 2 things.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, again, we want to reiterate that we're not taking a stance. We're merely pawns in the larger game, reporting the drama amongst NFL wives and their social media rivals. If I was called out every time I liked an Instagram post, I would be sent to a deep, dark place where nobody would ever find me.
Yeah, that's
we'll continue
true.
To,
John,
right?
All right, never mind.
Oh,
we're live.
Yeah, thanks for stopping yourself, whatever you're about to say.
You got it.
We'll continue to update you
calm, cool, and collected
on this
online.
developing story and everything else Brittany's up to at the beginning of every single show for the next 18 weeks and beyond. Follow along with Brittany on Instagram at Brittany Lynn, BrittanyLynne, one of the 2 million.
Did you spell her name? You did that better than you did the podcast platform.
Yeah, it's fucking sickening. I know. I'm so sorry. It's a serious problem that I'm well aware of at this point, Jake.
God damn, brother.
Yeah. Anyways, should we get on to the NFL news and injury updates?
Let's do it.
Yeah, can't be worse than that.
Injury updates.
Oh, Tyler, are you ready to take away the NFL news and injury updates, my man?
I'm ready to go. It's not in a separate window, but it's in a window, so that counts.
Let's do it. What do we got?
Oh wow, you put this right at the top too. I was having a good day.
What is it? I don't even know.
Our good friend of the show. Oh man, I feel for his family. Donovan Peoples Choice Award has been released by the Detroit Lions.
I know. Should we play the drop for him? I feel like we should.
One last time. One last ride
Here we
to
go.
Donovan Peoples Choice
Award.
Award.
To superstardom. Here, hold on. We'll put up his banner as well for Donovan Peoples Choice
God
Award.
bless him.
Where is it? Somebody drops it.
Anyway.
Just play it at some point going in there.
There it is.
Here it goes.
Oh, it's emotional.
Ladies and gentlemen, lace up your cleats and buckle your.
I forgot about this.
This is so good. I'm gonna cry.
Choice Awards. It's really good. It's really good.
We're gonna miss
it. I can't wait to. It's not like as in your face as the other stuff that we do.
We gotta buy jerseys.
So good.
He's been on 3 teams, right? Can we one of his team jerseys?
I'm sure he'll get picked up by somebody, right? Like he's gotta. I'm sure somebody will sign him.
Yeah.
No, the Patriots.
Surely that'll happen.
Yep.
Somebody's practice squad, perhaps.
No,
somebody will definitely sign him, right, guys?
If not, we'll sign him to the podcast. He can start, maybe being the host, and then I won't get in trouble
sure that would
anymore.
be worth it. We could split the podcast income with him to entice him a little bit,
Yeah, we
Who
got
says
this.
no? Who says no to $0? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have released Sterling Shepard as a surprise to no one, unfortunately. Sorry, Sterling Shepard.
I don't even know he was on the Bucks.
I didn't know they signed him either. Longtime Giants man. The 49ers also with some releasing. Matt Breida, former decent
Aw.
flex and handcuff Matt Breida, the running back. It's another unfortunate one.
At one time, the fastest man in the NFL. He hit the highest top speed for I want to say it was like 2020.
Is that true?
2021. Yeah. It was like 22.5 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's
That's
unbelievable.
Yeah, that's why he was on Shanahan's offense.
Yeah. That's a bummer. He's old though. Isn't he
player.
like 29? He's 29-ish, something like that.
Yeah, I'm old too.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird how we talk about old players being 29, but here we are. The Chiefs signed Juju Smith-Schuster. How do we feel about that? That's banana
Nothing
lands,
lost, nothing
but
gained. I feel like. I mean, there's nothing there anymore other than, I mean, maybe he could do TikToks with Jackson Mahomes on the sideline. You know, like because they're gonna spend an equal amount of time on the sideline together.
yeah, I feel
You
like they'll
know,
become
so-
quick friends. I think I agree with you.
Do you think them seeing his hog live was any part of this decision? Like getting let go?
Damn, Juju Hog.
What?
I hadn't thought about his hog in
Juju's
a while,
live
but
hog?
it's
Oh,
possible.
no.
You
dude,
forgot
yeah.
about
I forgot about that. Genuinely.
that?
But you're right.
Yeah.
It happened.
That was
It
like
did
the
happen.
entire narrative of one of our episodes was Juju's penis. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Boy.
I think that was your
Yeah.
name on the next episode of the pod.
Juju penis, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah. Damn.
Man,
Oh, Lord.
talking about a guy that's had a crazy career.
Good times.
Yeah. Well, ups and downs. Many.
I mean, the only ups were because he played with Antonio Brown and Ben Roethlisberger.
Damn, I mean, he was part of the team that got me my championship in 2015. I had Juju on that team, so
He's been in the league
I
for
don't
that
know.
long. That's crazy.
yeah, man, he's
John,
been
you're
around for
still
10
touting
years or so.
a 9-year-old record with a 10-man league, 8-man league,
And you just, I mean, I'm sorry to
Hey, 8-man
reference
work
him,
league.
like the love of God. I mean,
8-man
I'm
school
sorry.
league with kids that got kicked out
It
of
was
our
not
league.
an 8-man league, you fucking asshole. Like
It
it
was
wasn't.
10.
Yeah. 7 years in the league. I think I had him on that team. I'm pretty sure.
Wow. Look at
Wide
that
receiver
picture. Look at him.
96. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody
Fitting.
bought a Patriots Juju Smith-Schuster jersey. Think about that for a second. Somebody
Yeah.
out there
Bad he was. Jesus. Look how horrible he was last year.
He was so bad. He missed so many games.
1 touchdown for 1 for 1, 3 yards and a touchdown at Miami.
He
Oh,
just
oh,
I don't
man.
think he was ever cut out to be a wide receiver one.
He never
Or a wide
was.
receiver.
That's not he. Yeah, I mean he is like he's always
He was okay for a
USC.
while, but
Yeah. Did he play with Sam Darnold? USC.
No.
I don't know.
No.
What I do know is that Juju Smith-Schuster is getting way too much airtime on this podcast.
Yeah, man.
Juju shit poop.
Especially on a live one where you can't skip. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Move on.
brutal. This is exciting though. The second largest contract in NFL history belongs for non-QB belongs now to CeeDee Lamb. 4 years,
Great.
$136 million, $38 million signing bonus, which is the largest ever given to a wide receiver. I think it's $100 million guaranteed, is what I saw as well. Boy howdy, Cowboys fans, you better hope that this works out okay, because good God,
It's definitely going to work out.
I mean, it will
I
for
think it
For-
will for
for-
at least this year, but after that, you never know.
All right.
Right.
One last Juju fact. He did play with Sam Darnold. Also Michael Pittman.
Hey, very good,
Oh,
very good.
wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
USC baby.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't it's just the Cowboys always choke, so it is what it is, you
Time
know.
they try and do something good, it turns into something horribly bad. So I'm sure this will age very poorly for whatever
Yeah.
reason. I'm
Yeah,
hoping
listen.
not because I own CeeDee Lamb in Dynasty, but it could happen.
He's great for fantasy no matter what. I mean, I don't think it doesn't matter how well the Cowboys do. They're going to be slinging it to him every single play. The only other receiver they have is Brandon Cooks. Like they're quite
Yeah.
literally banking on CeeDee Lamb and not going out to get anybody else.
Yeah, Michael
don't care.
Gallup got
CeeDee Lamb's
released.
good.
Who else? Even
Yeah, but you got to have somebody else on your team. Brandon Cooks is like 32 years old.
there's Rico Dowdle
Um,
and Jake Ferguson.
Did you
Jalen
guys
Tolbert.
hear what Jerry Jones had to say about why he's remaining in charge? Of
Oh
everything?
yeah,
Probably
Oh,
something
yeah.
senile. Yeah.
I've done it all. So I've had an inordinate amount of confidence that fucking if anybody can figure out how this shit gets done, I can figure out how it gets done. I've been there every which way from Sunday, and I have busted my ass a bunch. And there's nobody living that out cutting and shooting that can't give a bunch of times they busted their ass. So hell no, there's nobody that could fucking come in here and do all the contracts and be a GM better than I can. I fucking have hundreds of bad days. I'm emotional about it sometimes. Well, running this thing, that's who I want to make the last call. Now, when I can't fucking think, when I'm old and I can't even do it,
my
but
God.
I'm a long way from being not able to do it. The reason I don't let anybody else be the GM is I don't have anybody that'll that'll actually do it right. But they're gonna have to come in. They're gonna have to come to me because I know where it is that you're going to pay for it. Man.
Jesus. Well, I hope
Get
I
this
really
man
hope
an
CD Lamb works
unregistered
out.
firearm. Get this man a firearm right now.
It's fired up,
Holy
dude.
shit.
That man
Jerry Jones for president.
That man had to pay CD Lamb, and he was like, "Fucking no one else can do this. No one
else can do this. You think you can do this? You can't do this.
How
I
old
do
is
this.
he, bro? How old is Jerry Jones?
100. Jerry Jones, too old. Get him out of here.
Jerry Jones age.
Oh,
He's 81. I mean, Jesus, dude.
God,
to
he
be that
looks
fired up and be
98.
81.
To be honest with you, he looks
81,
way older
honestly,
than 81.
American
that's a
businessman.
shot out 81-year-old.
No, he is a billionaire. Oh, good for him.
You'd have
Yeah,
to.
I don't
He
think
owns
I
the
don't think that's
Cowboys.
going to translate to winning a championship. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nope.
Not when your coach is Mike McCarthy. Sorry.
Ugh, especially not. That's not helping anything.
Yeah, he should have been fired 3 years ago.
Yeah.
What else?
All
we
right,
got,
that's enough
T-Dog?
Cowboys talk. Justin Herbert, as well as 11 other Chargers teammates, brought a whole new level to team bonding by getting stuck in an elevator at their team hotel in Dallas for nearly 2 hours. The local fire department rescued them through the ceiling vents. So
This is real news. This is the biggest Charger news of the offseason.
with a brand new head coach, tons of new players. Yeah, no, the biggest offseason buzz is getting stuck in an elevator.
Yeah.
Very
That's the
funny.
most action
I
Justin
can't
Herbert's
find
gotten
it.
all offseason.
It's funny
Can't find
because
it.
Jerry Jones
Harbaugh-
gets stuck in the elevator every day, and because he can't find the right button to push.
Harbaugh has a great
true.
quote somewhere where it's basically just like, "Man, I wish I was stuck in there with him."
For the elevator thing?
Yeah, he's
Like,
like, "What a great
recently he
team
said
bonding
that?
experience." Yes, that's what he said.
Oh, because he's the coach. I didn't even pick up on that. I was thinking
Yeah.
of the Ravens coach. My bad.
Yeah,
Damn.
the
well,
boys are
that's
back
good.
in town. The Harbaughs.
Boys are back in town.
I fucking
Except
love that.
we can't have a Super Bowl matchup again.
I
Darn it.
what do
Because they're in
you
the
mean?
same they're in the same conference now.
Oh right, yeah,
Yep.
you're right.
Could have a hell of an
Bummer.
AFC championship game though.
That would be a hell of an
Yeah.
AFC championship game. I don't see that being the case.
I could
though.
not see it at least next year, for sure not next year. But
No,
if the Chargers can
Unless Quinn Johnson somehow starts doing steroids and not getting caught.
Johnston becomes the best wide receiver to ever play football,
maybe
Unless Lad
that-
McConkey is literally
and then
him.
Justin Herbert throws his shoulder out again.
No, that one.
Yeah.
I love Justin Herbert.
and
That's
also
what would
J.K. Dobbins would have to be like the next coming of Christ or something. Like I just don't see it happening.
It's Gus Edwards, baby. It's Gus Bus season. I don't care
Well,
if
I
he's
said
not a
that
Raven
4
anymore.
years ago, and then they tore their ACLs and tore their Achilles, and now they're in Los Angeles.
Gus
So
Edwards has
hopefully
been
they're
a
at least
rock solid
having a good
player. I
time.
don't know what you're talking about.
That Chargers team's going to be hard to watch, man. I don't think that's going to go very well this year. We'll see.
I think it's good for Josh Palmer, and that's about it. I
That
think
is
he'll,
literally
he'll,
it.
he'll do
that's
just
it
well
for
enough to be
season.
good for fantasy.
Earnestly, it could be good for Justin Herbert if he has to sling it the entire time.
I
Two
feel like it
way
could be
worse
like
targets.
Hey,
it could
look,
be like a
Jameis
Chiefs
Winston.
situation where you don't know who's getting it.
Every time in this scenario, I'll bring up Jameis Winston and his 5,100-yard season.
He had a
But
fucking
he had
Mike
Mike
Evans.
and Chris Godwin.
That's
Chris
fair
Godwin
enough,
in
but
his prime.
Jameis Winston is a step down from Justin Herbert, so it might even
Talent wise,
Have you guys
I
seen
think
the
they're
Browns
pretty
QB
close
room?
to the same lately.
What the fuck? No, Justin Herbert is a starting. No, Jameis Winston and Justin.
Jameis
Herbert,
Winston was a starting quarterback too. What are you talking about? I'm
he
saying
lost his job. The only
It's
reason
just
he's
Tom
still
Brady.
the only reason he's still a backup is because he gives the best fucking speeches and he's a great locker room presence.
go eat that W. Eat that W.
Dude, I love his quotes. He's got great quotes. But anyway, enough Jameis Winston airtime.
I'm trying to fucking.
Well, the Cardinals signing Zay Jones is kind of news to me. I'm not going to lie. I know that the Jaguars released him a while ago, but he has already been suspended 5 games for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. Do we have any insight on that, John, as to why?
I have no idea what he did, but it's crazy that he's getting suspended and people like Jordan Addison and Rashee Rice we have heard nothing about a possible suspension for either of them.
Nothing.
So,
Haven't even met with the oversight committee, whatever the NFL
Rashee Rice
oversight
killed
committee
a
is.
man, didn't he? Or
No.
Did he not?
No, just very
No,
bad
he
crash.
No,
Okay, he didn't kill anybody. I shouldn't.
It wasn't a Henry Ruggs. It was a
No. Okay.
very
my
bad
bad.
DUI crash. Yeah. Lots of
Yeah,
property
and Jordan
damage.
Addison did something similar. I think he had a DUI
Yeah.
or something.
DUI, yeah.
Yeah. I wish it was Justin Jefferson.
Good Lord.
wrong with
Moving
you?
on.
would
Let's
you
talk about
wish
some
that
real
on you?
injuries here. Browns running back Nick Chubb is going to start the regular season on the PUP list. Players unable to perform. He's going to miss at least the first 4 games.
Do you guys think he
Um,
plays? Like, do you think he plays at the same level again? I don't buy it.
I want him to. I want him to so bad. I don't know that he will, though.
That injury was fucking brutal.
I mean, medical, technology has come a long way. But his leg was behind him. Like it just
Yeah.
didn't. It looked worse than almost any injury I've ever seen, especially in slow motion.
I had a bet with Mac that he would be not a relevant wide receiver or relevant running back next season. So like the 2025 season.
Was this before or after the injury?
Before the injury, and I texted him when the injury happened. I was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know we'll call that off. I don't like winning like that."
I did immediately like that.
I'm sorry.
I would have taken side on that minus the injury because he's one of those guys that I'm just like, he might be a powerhouse. He reminds me of just Derrick Henry and like Frank Gore in terms of like
just
how he's able to hold up. Yeah, he's
just like, how do you keep doing it?
You don't see him like that anymore.
He's
Honestly,
old
like
school
Eckler
player.
too. Eckler's smaller, but he's built and like he's a machine.
Eckler's got a more well-rounded game. I'm not saying Nick Chubb doesn't. I'm just saying he's a pure rusher. That guy blows people up and runs away from you. That's all he does.
Yeah.
And he's that good at it. Yeah, so unfortunate. Hollywood Brown with a shoulder injury was present at Monday's practice but did not participate.
How do you
this
guys
Chiefs
feel
wide
about
receiver
him?
room, man? Whew.
Yeah, that was a risk that I took when I did that dynasty trade with Frank to get Laporta. It was Pickens and Pitts for Laporta and Hollywood. And at the time I was like, you know what? It was before the NFL draft, so it was before Xavier Worthy got drafted to the Chiefs. And like in my head, I'm like, they're gonna draft somebody, of course. That's how the Chiefs are. They draft somebody, they'll bring someone in free agency. But I know I felt like Hollywood still had it, and there was potential. But again, I just wanted Sam Laporta. So I think Hollywood, he has the floor Juju last season. Floor.
So the basement.
Brutal. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I know that's
horrible.
I don't know. I don't
even think that's the point, man. At the end of the day, it's still Patrick Mahomes throwing him the ball. As long as he's healthy, I think his floor is like wide receiver 3.
All right, well, that gives me a little bit
36.
of hope.
Yeah,
36,
maybe.
yeah.
It just depends on how they use him, man. Hollywood Brown is one of those guys that was never a pure wide receiver 1.
He's very fast. He's a gadget
the
guy.
target share in Kansas City is all over the place every year, every game. We don't know if it's a Jerick McKinnon game or a Clyde Edwards-Helaire game or a, you know what I mean? So it's like all over the place.
Travis Kelce game. Travis Kelce
could be Travis Kelce game, 500 points. Like it's not somebody that I'm super excited about.
They got Rashee and Xavier Worthy, both notable guys, and Xavier is going to be definitely the field stretcher because of his speed. So tough to say.
Those Rashee Rice, they're both
nobody
guys.
I want on that offense other than Patrick Mahomes, Pacheco, and Kelce. Those are the guys I want.
Yep, those are the guys you can bank on.
I have no interest in drafting any other Kansas City Chiefs player, which is crazy because they're one of the best, they're the best team in football.
I don't mind Worthy in the 10th. I don't mind a flyer on Worthy because that's the point where you're picking between guys like, you're picking between a Xavier Worthy or like a Xavier Legette or like a
I
Mike
would-
Williams. You're picking between like old, battered, hurt players on new teams or rookies with potential. So
Caleb Williams is going in the 10th. I'd take him over all three of those guys every single time.
okay,
even if
well,
I
I mean
had a
that's if you waited on QB, but if let's say you took
Even
a
if
Josh
I had
Allen,
another
Jalen
quarterback, I'm
Hurts.
taking.
Other 10th
Jalen
round
there.
players. I'm just kind of looking at a redraft league I just did recently. You know, like Christian Watson, Keon Coleman, Deontay Johnson, Jamison Williams.
I like
You know,
Christian
Like
are
Watson.
I'll
right
say, for
around there.
instance, I took Worthy at the 7-11.
That's why you're defending.
Actually, I took him in the 7th round of my work league.
No thanks, big dog.
Yeah, that's pretty early. I mean,
That's a bad choice.
I don't think so. I mean,
I'll
I
make
saw
a water
Chris
bet.
Godwin go
Xavier
with the
Worthy.
7-1 in this league.
John, I'll take a water bet on Xavier Worthy. What are you thinking?
I
I like this.
I'll top 35. I don't know.
So I have to bet that he's outside the top 35.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think that's
Yeah.
reasonable. You just said
Yeah, I'll
Hollywood
take
Brown
that
top
one.
35.
I'll run that one. Yep, I'm in.
Okay. Hold on. Let me fucking get the.
The draft
Nope,
ready.
that's Alvin Kamara.
Fantasy Dudes water bet.
Yeah. All right. Xavier Worthy, I'm saying he's inside the top 35. Okay. I mean, I think he has ceiling of like top 15 easily.
Ooh.
Could be, tough to say,
I
I
Field
don't know.
stretcher with Patrick Mahomes. Who knows? They took
We
him in-
toss around this whole like top 15, top 20 thing really casually lately, and it's
You never know with these rookies.
that's
man.
a
You
good,
never know.
solid, consistent fantasy player. You never know.
Yeah,
It's
John,
Patrick
for
Mahomes,
context-
but
For context, Debo Samuel was the wide receiver 15 last year.
He was really good. What Zebo Samuel's top 10 this year without a question. 100% top 10.
I don't know.
High
I
end
don't
wide
know,
receiver
Doug.
too. I'll take
Yeah.
that bet. You want to take that one? I'll take
Okay.
that right now.
Yeah, top
Keep
10.
it rolling.
Yeah.
Keep it rolling.
Running back. Yeah, I don't believe in Debo Samuel as a top 10 wide receiver this year.
I do not either.
Whatever, man. Whatever. You suck. You
If
don't know shit.
Ayuk leaves, then maybe.
We got a viewer saying eat the onion. Man, you got to stick around, Chris. You got to stick around. It's the last segment. You probably have to wait
stuck in
another
Last
45
segment, brother.
minutes
It's
until I
the
eat this thing.
last segment.
It's
Fuck.
sitting right here, my man. It's right here. It's peeled and ready to go and let it
Oh,
dry
Gotta keep
out.
the viewership up. Let's go.
Yeah, if you
Bump
tell me to eat
those
the onion
numbers
before the segment, I'm gonna fucking stab
We get enough viewers, he'll eat two.
stab you or I'm
Yeah.
gonna stab myself.
Yeah, we
Every
enough
week
likes on
we
the
eat an
live
onion.
stream.
That would do
Yeah.
numbers on TikTok if we promised an onion. And by week 3, we're getting
An onion and a
thousands.
show. Yeah.
Onion a show? That'd be we can alternate.
Would you do it? No. No.
For viewership, I would do it. Onions are good.
Oh,
Good for you.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'd eat another onion.
you would eat. Let's say, okay, if we get 100 people on a live stream on it while we're recording on like a Tuesday evening, if we get 100 people, one of us has to eat the onion.
Yeah, I'd
Yes.
do that.
And the person, I'm trying to think of how we could do this based on like fantasy performance out of the three of us per week. Like the worst performing, like whoever has the most losses across our 3 leagues or whatever.
We could do what the ballers do, where they do
Who?
the fantasy footballers. They do.
I don't know. I don't know who
weekly-
that is. I listen to those fantasy dudes.
Fair enough. All right. Well, all right. We'll do
We eat
something else then.
onions.
Fuck it. They do like a daily or weekly DraftKings thing where they pick a lineup or whatever, and whoever has the worst one has to wear like a stupid costume. It's dumb. It's a dumb idea. Forget it.
I'm not doing daily fantasy. That is where my addiction will slip. Like I will straight up get into real gambling fast.
Yeah.
Fair. All right, we're in the injury segment still, and we're talking about eating onions, so I guess that's kind of an injury. But
Yep.
Steelers running back Jalen Warren with a hamstring expects to be ready for Week 1, matching up against Atlanta. I think Jalen Warren is a great player. I still think it could be interesting between him and Najee. Hamstring
People are
sucks.
saying he's a fucking league winner this year. That's what they're saying. Jalen Warren, league winner.
Who the fuck is saying that?
I
A
don't know.
lot of
who the
people,
fuck-
man. If
No
you're on
one's saying
Instagram, if you're on Twitter, you're on YouTube, all these guys are saying, get Jalen Warren. He's the guy to win you a league.
Are those guys
Man.
at John Mervine?
Maybe. No, because like I want Najee to do something this year. I have him in like 3 leagues because he falls to me because I'm always picking at the end of the draft. Like I'm always picking 10th or 11th. So I happen to be in that area where like I have to take some wide receivers early, and then Najee falls to me in the 5th or 6th round, and there we are. So yeah, I really want him to be good, but also Jalen Warren could be great. So it's kind of that same situation as they had last year. It's like a Bijan Algier situation where you can start both of them and probably get 20 points apiece.
20 points apiece.
That
What?
is
happened many times.
extremely optimistic, and I think in a mediocre offense at best in the Pittsburgh Steelers right
I
now,
think better than last year.
two
And
running
last
backs
year
in a
was not bad.
timeshare are not going to be league winners either. of them.
Tyler calls that optimistic. I call that crack smoking, John. That's a stupid take.
Oh my god. I'm saying 20 at a ceiling, dude. I mean, you could at least bank on 10 or 15 from both of them each every week.
No, I don't feel that way.
10 maybe.
Okay.
10 maybe. I'll give you that. 10.
10, I would give you 10.
10 doesn't
20
win you games though.
You haven't seen either of them with Russell Wilson yet. You have no idea what they're capable of.
Surely
No
Russell
idea.
Wilson will elevate
And they have
them.
they have fucking Arthur Smith who uses his running backs like none other in the NFL.
Arthur Smith, known fantasy champion.
For running backs, yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't buy into the Russell Wilson. Arthur Smith is going to make.
I'll believe it when I see it. Let's say that.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm
You
glad
can't
that
make a
you're
water
happy
bet based on
and
believe it
excited.
when I see it, but okay.
I'm glad that you're happy and excited for this offense.
What do you think Jalen Warren's going to do this year, John? Quantify it for me.
I think he's a top 24 back.
I'll lock that in yesterday with you.
All right.
Top 24 is outrageous.
All right.
No, it's
John,
not, because that's pretty much where he finished last year and with a worse team. So, okay.
All right. So
3-3. The show. We're in the news, bro. What are we doing?
Jalen Warren, top 24
It's getting
RB.
spicy, dude. Season hasn't even
John, I
started.
also want to know where you
So
think
much water in
Najee
my face is gonna be crazy.
Where does
dude.
Najee Harris land?
Jalen Warren was number 22 last year.
Okay, great.
That's
Where
all
does
you
Okay,
want.
Najee
doesn't
Harris
matter at all.
Najee Harris, 23. Jalen Warren was better than Najee Harris last year.
Fantastic. Where does Najee Harris land next year?
I'm not making another water bet right now. I've made 3 already.
I just want to.
I'm
I
not-
want to.
You have him in 3 leagues, and you won't water bet him.
I think Najee Harris is a top 24 back as well. I think he could finish
Okay, I like that.
top 20. Top 20.
That's fine.
Okay,
All right, that's
okay.
a reasonable take.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
not saying he's top
I just want
10.
to make sure that you weren't like Najee Harris, RB1.
I mean, the
and
man
Jalen
finished
Warren
at he was the RB3 his rookie year. I'm just saying.
That's
Okay. He got 19. We've been over this.
that was a
Play
lifetime ago.
the fucking TikTok.
It wasn't that long
19
ago. It was like
targets.
3 years ago.
Old man Roethlisberger.
He's got old man Russell Wilson now with unlimited diarrhea, dude.
Unlimited.
Wilson.
Unlimited diarrhea.
That's what I'm saying. Is like
Touchdown guy.
the more diarrhea
Russell
Russell Wilson has, the more targets Najee Harris is going to get. Okay, can we agree on that, please?
No, move on.
Unlimited.
What else we got? Tyler?
Last one here. Patriots quarterback Jacoby Brissett suffered a right shoulder
fuck.
injury during their final preseason game. When interviewed, head coach Gerard Mayo seemed unsure if Drake May would be the starter given the chance that Jacoby wasn't available to play. He said, quote, "I'm not sure. I have to watch the film." I mean,
Very
it's
reasonable
not
thing
as
to say as a head coach.
it's not as elegant as like we're going to continue to let our quarterbacks develop, yada yada. It's just, that was a very Patriots response, but not that we're used to.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm not telling you because we're gonna see.
yeah, he seems like he's not quite ready for all the questions that he's getting in these interviews. He's like, he kind of like nervously laughs a little bit. I'm like, I like this guy. I like
Yeah,
this guy.
it's good.
You know,
He's coming into it. I mean, he's a
Yeah.
former CEO, right? Or C-suite executive at some company for
Gerard
a while.
Mayo?
Yeah,
Is he?
for real. In between football, yeah, or
Oh,
in
I didn't know
between
that.
football. I mean, when I mean in between football, I mean like after he retired to being a head coach now.
Right.
He was in like corporate America. He worked for oh, this is so not important to pull up, but
You know what? I want to know. I want to know where Gerard Mayo
I'm
worked.
actually
in football.
fascinated.
Yeah, I'd like to
he
know. Was it
went
of, like, a Fortune 500
to
company?
yeah. Ba.
By the way, for anybody watching, this is a Kenny Galladay jersey. Kenny Galladay. Because if I'm going to eat like a loser tonight, I'm going to look like a loser tonight and wear a Giants jersey. This is really important, Tyler. Continue to look for this.
I can't find any information.
Find his LinkedIn.
what
Go
the
to
hell?
LinkedIn. Why aren't you on LinkedIn right now?
God, where is it?
Do it faster, Tyler. Tyler, no pressure. Do it faster.
Come on,
Just-
man.
Played
What are we doing?
linebacker. Oh, here we go. He was an executive in finance at Optum. as vice president of business development.
That's literally one of the Patriots' like big sponsors is Optum. That's a
Yeah,
big
it's
Patriot
a
company.
it's a really big healthcare company. They do $226 billion in revenue a year.
Holy crap! I thought the
How
company
much
I
do you
work
think
for
can
was
you
big.
track that back to Jared Mayo? How much money?
Gerard.
Jared.
Yeah.
Jared Mayo.
Jared's a Subway guy. Gerard Mayo is the head coach of the Patriots.
Whoa, those are two very different people.
Yeah.
Holy
Couldn't be
shit!
similar, John. Don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, probably all of it. Because Gerard Mayo's the man. All right, and that's the news.
All right, that's going to do it for NFL news and injury updates. Let's get into eating Dynasty download. And after
you have to
this,
sit a while for
I
this onion.
promise you guys, after this, the onion will be 8. But first things first, we got to do our final Dynasty download of the offseason. We won't see the segment until the next season.
Crazy.
Next offseason, but
Crazy.
I know. One of my favorite segments, to be honest. I love breaking down this league, but yeah. We've done this twice already. I don't remember our rankings prior, but they fluctuated a lot.
But yeah,
I don't know where they are. If somebody feels like going back through the archives and finding it, they won't. I won't, so you shouldn't. But yeah. Basically, what we did is all three of us came up with consensus rankings based on 4 different criteria: win now assets, basically win or player potential based on the players that are already in your roster, draft picks, and what was the third? What was the fourth one? There's one other. I can't remember.
I have it written down as winning now, future pieces, quality of depth on your bench, and draft capital and picks.
Yes. So those are all the factors at play here and how we decided to rank these guys. We have a 12-man Dynasty League, regular full PPR, not super flex, which I think everybody should do. Super flex is stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get right into it. We're going to rank our Dynasty League from worst to best. We will start with the worst team. And it's tough because I feel bad saying this is the worst team.
I don't think worst is...
don't take offense to this. You've worked really hard. You've traded with me many times over, and I love the potential of this team. But right now, based on the criteria, it's Frank.
He talked shit about you up there, Frank.
No, I didn't. Hey, no. I've already gotten what I need out of Frank, so I don't. You can say whatever you need to say.
He said you were stupid. He said I took advantage of that old man. Tyler and I were like,
I took all his good players. I farmed him. Easy win.
Like, I don't care. I don't care about Frank. I hate him. That's what he said.
Oh my god!
Confidence, but we care about you,
way.
Frank, more than we care about John.
Are you sure? Is that true? Maybe you should make Frank your best man then, you fucking prick.
Maybe I should be. Honestly, Frank
would probably be really good at
it. He'd probably be really good at that.
I bet he would. He'd probably just want to be like, can we do it at Gagan's?
And then I'd be there like immediately.
Yeah.
I love that.
Anyways, why do we think Frank is the worst team in the league? This doesn't mean the worst. It's like we're like, okay, your team's like a 6 out of 10, right?
For what it's worth, I didn't have him ranked at 12. I had him ranked at 11. But
that doesn't make it any better.
Let's talk about the positives first before we get into the negatives. I think so. For context for listeners, starting lineup, we got Anthony Richardson, Rico Dowdle, Rashad White, Malik Neighbors, George Pickens, Kyle Pitts, Jake Ferguson in flex, Keon Coleman in flex. I won't bother about kicker. It's Jason Sanders. But
biggest positive here, I think, is potential. I think there's a lot of potential with a lot of these players. And some of these players, we already know what they're capable of. Like Rashad White really showed it last year that, yes, he's going to be good for fantasy, even with Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
Baker Mayfield balled out, man. He was great.
No, I know, but it's not like having Tom Brady throwing you the ball. That's all I'm saying. Anthony Richardson showed what he could do. He if he's healthy, I think he's him. He's a
freak. He's a freak athlete.
Huge upside, huge downside. Well, really, I mean, could be literally a like record-breaking fantasy performance, but could also be really bad.
Could also crash and burn horribly.
Yeah. I mean, there are a number of mobile quarterbacks that never did anything, and then there's guys like Lamar and Cam Newton. That
Michael Vick, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. I wouldn't call Jalen Hurts.
I would
Are you
agree with that,
fucking
Jake. I
kidding
wouldn't
me?
call him a mobile. He's not the archetype, John. If we're
He's
being
not.
fair,
He's not the archetype we're talking about. He is a very strong and athletic guy, but that's not who we're talking about.
Who's more mobile, Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes.
Wow.
I think that's
You
a toss
seen
up for
Patrick
me.
Mahomes scramble.
That's a
Josh
toss-up.
Allen or Patrick Mahomes?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, yeah. Josh
I mean,
Allen.
Josh
he's
Allen would
easily the
run
second.
through a brick wall for a touchdown and break every
Josh
bone
Allen-
in his body.
Josh Allen, I think, with a full head of steam, could run through Patrick Mahomes and tear him in half.
Just explode him.
I would pay to see that. I would pay to go to a Kansas City current
Oh.
game and make that the halftime show. Okay.
That'd be a win-win as a
Um,
Patriots fan. Jesus. One would be hurt, the other would be
holy
fucking
moly.
exploded.
The other one would be in prison after doing that.
Josh Allen killed the guy live at Gillette.
Oh my God, it was Mahomes, thank God.
But yeah, Frank's team, you know, he's drafted.
Jackson Mahomes on the sideline doing a dance while his brother
Grittying.
exploding into pieces.
Oh my God. Keon Coleman, he drafted Trey
Kyle Pitts,
Benson.
dude. Kyle Pitts could still be something.
This
Kyle
show
Pitts'
is
tight
gonna
end
be-
is
this
great
show
in
is gonna be
Dynasty.
3 hours long if we go through every team like this.
I know, but and Malik Neighbors and George Pickens. I'm just saying that those are bright spots too. This is a decent team. Great players to have in Dynasty if you're rebuilding.
I can smell
Lot of
the
upside,
onion,
lot
dude.
of
I can
downside.
literally smell it. It's getting into my eyes now. It's just sitting on my desk.
The onion.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to team number 11. Our consensus rankings is Dane. Sorry, Dane, but you have made some very poor trades in the past, one of which gave Tyler CD Lamb.
It's true. Unforgivable.
Yep, unforgivable move there. I
They're
think
just
you have
mad
too many
because
eggs
it
in
turned out
one
good to name
basket.
it.
Well, look, just looking at his team, his best two assets right now are Devontae Smith and DJ Moore. Easily the best two. But he's got Ken Walker, who's great, but I think he's never going to be good enough, and he's going to squander Ken Walker's best years and then lose out on the value for him. And then after that, as far as players go, it's Justin Herbert, and then it falls off pretty steeply because we don't know what DeAndre Swift is going to look like this year with the Bears.
Yeah.
And then
Or
he's got
Deontay
a few
Johnson
picks.
with Carolina.
Deontay Johnson in Carolina is going to be bad. Did you see Carolina last year?
Yeah, I mean, Adam Thielen was good for fantasy.
Adam Thielen was good for 4 weeks
Adam
and
Thielen
then
was
wasn't
only-
relevant at all.
I was a part of the Adam Thielen experience, and I can tell you that it was not because they were particularly good.
No, I'm aware of that, but if you
So-
pepper someone with targets enough, they're good for fantasy. So
Yeah.
Sure,
A lot of
I don't
garbage
think that's
time in
what's happening.
Carolina, so you never know.
Yeah, but
in terms of strength of depth, there is none. He still has Michael Thomas on his team. So
Curtis
can tell you
Samuel in
everything you
Buffalo
need to
is a decent shout. Romeo Dobbs is a decent shout. Yeah, the rest of this depth is really tough, though, man.
still got Jeff Wilson.
I think Greg
Gabe
Borch could be
Davis.
exciting too in Arizona.
Yeah.
in terms of picks,
Chase Brown and Charbonnet also possible.
3 firsts as well. 3 firsts.
Yeah, 3 firsts. I mean, I think that's great, but 3 firsts over the next 2 years. It's not like he's got 3 and
Yeah, it's not outrageous, but it could get there.
it's just nothing, not a lot on this team where I look at him and go, oh yeah, I'm excited about that.
Very low ceiling. These are a lot of like RB2s, wide receiver 2s. And those being your best players are not ideal, obviously. So
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to team number 10. This is probably the team that has fallen the furthest. We have Sterling, the former champ of 2022. The way I look at this team is, he doesn't make any moves. He had a very good initial draft, drafting Eckler, Henry, Kupp. Well, I don't think he drafted Henry.
He
but
just took advantage of age. That was it. That was his like he took advantage of players that other people were scared to draft because they were older. You know what I do really like about his team is the potential of the Mahomes worthy stack. Like if that pops off, and that
could be crazy,
very dangerous for like 10 years.
Especially if he's top 35, you get water in your face. So
yeah, that's true. And he's also got Dalton Kincaid. I like that.
Yeah, which could be huge this year.
I've heard some mixed reviews. I've heard Kincaid is not cementing his spot as the tight end 1.
Really?
So I don't know. Yeah, interesting to think about. Sneaky good depth piece, Jacoby Myers.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
I do like him.
Do you like that?
He drafted Roman Wilson this year.
Yeah, also like that. I mean,
Steelers draft good receivers, so
he's
maybe he's good too.
The thing is, he has the opportunity right now. If he turned around and did a 1-year rebuild, his team would be a fucking nightmare in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like if he literally turned around and like sold off Cup for a first, sold off Diggs for a first, sold off Henry for a first, and
Eckler.
then like consolidated his 2027s up to get into like 2026, he could turn around and have like 5 first rounds and a couple second rounds if he like got rid of those older players and still have like Patrick Mahomes, Watson, Worthy, Kincaid. Like he's made some really good draft picks because he's very smart. Like that's the thing. I would
He
say
keeps
Sterling,
all his picks. He doesn't trade any picks. He picks everybody. And
as far as
he's
real
good at it.
football knowledge goes, Sterling is probably top dog. Like I would say he knows the most when it comes to NFL and football.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
he makes
Sterling
some
knows
really good
ball.
picks.
Yeah.
Then he should make a move here because he doesn't have a team that's going to win him a championship this year, in my opinion. I don't.
I think
I
the way he
don't
looks
see
at
it.
it is it's about the entertainment factor of playing the game. And for him, it's not interesting to rebuild like that. For us, it is because we recognize how great dominance over all of our friends would be. But I don't think that aspect's there for him.
My main issue here is like there's a very real possibility that he loses 4 of his starters to retirement in the same season. Cup, Diggs, Eckler, Henry. I mean, there's a very real possibility that he loses those and gets nothing out of them.
And here's the thing though, is in 2 or 3 years when that happens, he will have picked 2 or 3 first round players, and he picks consistently well.
Yeah,
so I'd have to imagine
no value at that point.
He's running this like he would run his actual team, and just draft who he wants, keep all his picks, like blocks the outside noise, and just goes with what he believes in. So I respect that a lot.
He would run his fantasy team if the Patriots ran a fantasy team, this is how they'd run a
this
fantasy
is it.
team.
I completely agree. That's where my head was at too.
Yeah, it's like we're not working with anybody. We're doing our own thing. Fuck everybody else.
He works with like individual people on like mid deals that marginally help either group, but he likes like that's it. I mean, think like what's the biggest deal he's done?
It was the one for Derrick Henry. If you look at his trade history,
I mean, gotta be.
It was like a 2-player swap or something.
Yeah, Derrick Henry and
Hunter Henry.
Yeah, the Henry.
Wow, this is a win. Wow. If you asked me back then.
Yeah,
I mean, Hunter Henry and Henry
from Logan. Jesus.
Well, yeah.
I'd have to see who the first and second went for, but you know, Smith, Juju Smith-Schuster already said sucks. Schultz, decent. Hubbard was decent last year.
This was over 2 years ago.
Over 2 years ago, that's the notable trade for his team. That's saying something.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty crazy, but also league winner. So, John.
Yep.
Bad news.
Yeah, you know, that's fine. Listen. If I had won with that team, I wouldn't give a shit what we were saying right now.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
exactly.
care. I don't care. I have a championship. So
that's the other part.
And that's his first championship ever in all his entire career playing fantasy football.
That's true.
There's that.
He had LaDainian Tomlinson's record-breaking season, still lost.
Oh, we got a few. What's this guy say? Wouldn't say it's bad. I would say it's unproven. A lot of rookie. I was talking about Milton. Okay, I should have seen these. We need a mod. We need mods, guys. Where's the mods at?
Yeah, moderators for the YouTube chat.
Spencer says, "Eat the fucking onion."
Eat the fucking
yeah,
onion.
man.
Yeah.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Don't worry about it.
We're getting there. I promise.
I'm trying to push us through here, and I did a bad job on that last one. I just love yapping.
No, I like talking about Sterling.
I love yapping about teams.
It's like the realest team ever.
Who is 9?
Consensus ranking for number 9 is Troy. Our newest addition to this league. Actually, he joined
a welcome
year
addition.
or so ago.
Man, Logan's such a fucking moron for this Cook trade.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Logan traded him.
Oh my god.
We should, for the list, for the people listening, go over the team so it's not confusing.
Yes.
Troy, CJ Stroud, James Cook, Isaiah Pacheco, Nico Collins, Lad McConkey, Dalton Schultz, Devin Singletary, Rashid Shaheed. Notable bench players. He's got Brock Purdy on the bench, which it's crazy how he ended up with Brock Purdy. I remember that. There was like a whole controversy that happened.
Didn't go well for me.
Damian Pierce, I guess, Jerry Jeudy, Darnell Mooney, who's apparently solidified as the wide receiver 2 in Atlanta this year. And
I don't buy that.
Also Traquan Thornton apparently has solidified as the 1. I saw a report as that.
And he's 27% rostered. That is abysmal. for a first-round pick wide receiver.
Yeah, the Patriots are probably the complete opposite of the Steelers when it comes to drafting wide receivers.
Correct.
Also, a
Anyways,
two-kicker team.
what do we think? What do we
Yeah.
think of Troy's
Number
team?
9
I mean,
here.
Look, the amount he's in on the Houston Texans, like the ascending offense of all ascending offenses right now.
Before anyone else was.
Yeah,
This
no,
was
he
before
called a shot, and
pre-draft. He's like, I'm in on CJ Stroud, the whole thing.
Seeing Nico Collins be who I thought he was on somebody else's team makes me want to cry. So,
another crazy trade is Nico Collins 1-for-1 for Zach Charbonnet between Logan and Troy.
I mean CJ Stroud.
Yes, that's
Yes.
what I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, that's pretty. I don't know.
That's
that could be
insane.
Yeah.
If this was Superflex, then that would be
It doesn't even
highway
matter.
robbery,
In regular Dynasty, CJ Stroud could be MVP caliber for fucking 10 more years.
Yeah, I mean,
That could be his quarterback.
If Logan
I
doesn't
know.
make that move and doesn't get rid of James Cook, he is a real nightmare to play right now.
Yeah, dude,
Big
because
time.
his top guy does he
No.
have Herbert? No, he doesn't have Herbert. He has
So he got rid of Herbert, he got
he's
Dak.
got Prescott. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll get to
we'll get
Logan
to
in a little bit.
We'll get to Logan.
But yeah, for Troy, in terms of his team, I think it's not bad. Like, we're not saying these teams are bad. I like CJ Stroud, as we just said. Nico Collins, that's a pretty crazy stat.
I think he's in a great spot. It's not bad. I mean, it's a team, there's a lot of teams. I can't think of a team other than, like, I wouldn't want Danes or Sterlings, or Franks, but Troy's the first team I want,
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'd be
It's
fine to
fun.
manage this to make things happen.
I still wouldn't. I think I want some of these players. I do not want this team. I would
don't
not
know.
be confident rolling out Rashid Shaheed every single week, or Lad McConkey in my starting lineup. It's just
He's got to make
not
some
the
moves.
definition of confidence.
Yeah, he's definitely
What's he got for picks?
He's got quite a few picks. I think he's got 3 firsts, 1, 2, 3 firsts.
He's got all his normal picks. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
So
I think this could be an exciting team for sure. These are
Musgrave
definitely players.
I think he has
Musgrave
potential
could
this year.
pop. You never know. I mean, but when you're rolling out CJ Stroud and 2 like young, competent, good running backs that you're going to want year over year for a couple more years, this could be pretty exciting to see develop. Lad McConkey, dude, could be outrageous too. If there is a true wide receiver 1 in Los Angeles and it's that guy, it would be insane. But we'll see. I think slot role makes more sense for now, but
number 8, we have consensus ranking of Connor top, John bottom.
It's really
yeah.
funny.
How do we feel about Connor? Starting lineup is Kyler Murray, Kyron Williams, Ramondre Stevenson, Zay Flowers, Christian Kirk, Okonkwo, Addison, McLaurin. Notable bench players: Goff, Pollard, Brian Robinson, Tajay Spears, Xavier Legette,
Dawson,
Mingo, Jameson Williams.
He was traded for.
Yep.
He's got TJ Hawkinson in his IR slot right now.
Sinet, like, long term, I think that's great. And yeah, Keaton Mitchell and Hawkinson sitting in his IR is, great stashes for him.
Yeah, those are awesome.
I mean, really, like
Jahan Baker too from New England.
Connor's a pretty. Why is his picture like that? But
I don't know.
Javon Baker. Go look up Javon Baker's picture if you haven't seen it. But
On Sleeper, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, good team. I really like.
Mingo.
I think there's a lot of potential here, but I don't know as if his team is good enough for me to be like, oh, he has a really strong shot of winning, but also a guy who made the playoffs last year
and beat me
so
quite well, actually.
I think he's got one of those sneaky teams. I mean, Kyron Williams could be the RB1. Ramondre Stevenson,
absolutely not. Absolutely not. 0% chance. That is ridiculous. Are you kidding me?
Ridiculous.
Kyron Williams could be the RB1. Give me a fucking break.
John, look at last season's stats.
I don't think that's possible.
I think lock in RB1, maybe not, but
that is
0%
absolutely
chance.
That is
the RB1.
Yes,
the RB1
absolutely within his spot. John, he was
no, it's not. Jake.
He was RB7 last year. He played 12
Christian
games.
McCaffrey, dude. The RB2 was 100 points behind Christian McCaffrey.
John,
100 points.
And who's to say Christian McCaffrey has the season he had last year? Doesn't get hurt. It's in his possibility. He played 12 games and was the RB7.
Okay, I think there's a 0% chance
He
that
rushed for
RB1.
5 yards a carry.
I don't know how you make a water bet here because you can't
We
realistically
can't.
say.
I'm not. I would never take a water bet on that. But you're crazy, dude.
I'm not
He
at
missed-
all. Not seeing how replaceable Rams running backs are. I don't see it. There's 0% chance.
John, his weeks 17, 28, 8, 27, 7, 21. Missed 4 weeks 38, 20, 15, 24, 16, 30. He has the possibility to do it. Yes, he does. You're
I don't think
crazy if
so.
you're
I think
saying
he's- I-
there's
I
The
no
think he's a
Rams
one-year
have
wonder.
added. The Rams
think
have
he's a one-year
added
wonder.
nobody on offense.
What about Blake Corum?
What
Why
did I
draft
just
him in
say?
the 3rd round? Why use
rookie-
the few picks that they have?
Because
draft somebody
you're
that high.
developing your run game. Listen,
And
man.
because
Running backs are going to be insanely important on that offense. I think that is part of their game this year. And I think it's a play action to Cooper Kupp every once in a while. That's about it. Kyron Williams is a weapon. He is speedy and he can catch passes. He's a great player. I don't disagree
Yeah.
with Jake at all.
I think it's a crazy I just think it's, if you were like, I don't see it, but you're very passionate that he's not doing it. That's what I'm like.
He had a lot of
very
touchdowns last year, so I can understand there might be regression there.
12 touchdowns.
He is disgusting. He is a really good running back. He's fast, and it's in the realm of possibility. Am I going to say, gun to my head, he's running back 1? Absolutely no. Right?
No, I mean, there's only one guy you'd gun to your head, running back 1, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, it's
There's-
always.
I mean,
but-
yeah.
We'll
So
see.
I love
I don't know.
Connor's team. To be honest, I've loved his team for a while. I think if my situation were different
Me
and I
too.
didn't have some pretty big trades go my way, this is kind of the format I would have adopted. This is like a Moneyball team to me.
Yeah,
he's got
it feels
like
bad.
really, this is like an underdog fantasy draft team, like Zay
Yep.
Flowers, Christian Kirk, Jordan Addison,
Christian
Terry
Kirk.
McLaurin. These are guys that you would not truly think of as like, oh yeah, they're going to win me weeks. But people are sleeping on these players. These
Yeah,
are guys that
Christian
you
Kirk.
really have to know how the offense works, how fantasy football works to really
Yeah.
be in this space to know who these guys are. So
Yeah.
That's a good point, Chris. Why would they draft Blake Corum if they wanted Kyron to be the guy?
why
the only
would
time you've ever
why would
agreed
the
with Chris on
Patriots
fantasy
draft
football.
Jimmy Garoppolo if they had Tom Brady?
Because at the time, they were thinking about replacing Tom Brady because they thought he was getting old. There's literally documentaries on that.
I'm just
It-
saying,
it's
man,
called
you're gonna
insurance.
draft.
It's called
You're gonna
insurance.
draft positions. You can't just run Kyron Williams into the ground. Blake Corum is
Yeah.
a competent rusher as well. I'm not saying that
There's
he's
every
not.
chance
It's
that they
just
just viewed him like that. Blake dropped to them and like, okay,
they're
gonna
like,
take the
hell yeah, we'll
value.
take another really good, young, talented running back. There's no downside in that.
So then they could either. I mean, there's plenty of reasons why they could have drafted Blake Corum that are not. We got to replace Kyron.
I don't know. There's 0 draft capital in Kyron Williams, so I don't think they have any ties to him. I think the second that he let's say he's another great year, they're not paying him. He's gone. 0%.
Okay, we're not arguing about whether or not he's gone next year.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying if he gets hurt, Blake Corum blows up, they're not going to have any ties to Kyron Williams.
Jahan
again,
Dotson
not the
was a
argument we're
second
having
round
right
pick.
now.
Jahan Dotson was a second round pick. They just traded him to the Eagles for nothing.
Yeah, I don't.
I
we're not
understand draft
arguing about the
capital,
points you're
but
making.
It's
The point you're making is they have no ties to him. Okay, great. Then they're gonna run him into the fucking ground and give him tons of points.
Okay, fine. Draft him then. Go right
I-
ahead.
if
Have him
he
as your
falls to me
RB1.
anywhere.
I would
If
have.
he
I don't
falls-
want him anywhere, dude. I really don't. I don't have any plans to draft him in any leagues.
You're being
I haven't
silly.
yet.
All right, move on.
Okay, whatever. Next team here. Austin.
what position is this?
This one
7?
feels. Yeah, I don't feel great about this area. I feel like it's more there's tiers and like I would rank a couple of these guys in the same grouping where I'm like, I have no fucking idea.
I mean, I would certainly take this team over Connor's team, and I really
Yeah,
like
no,
Connor's team. I
definitely.
really like this team, right?
Yeah,
So it makes sense.
Jeez, I'm feeling.
Yeah. Starters:
just
Trevor
using-
Lawrence, Brees Hall, Javonte Williams, Puka Nacua, who we traded 1-for-1 for JSN. I traded away JSN.
Which is
Damn,
crazy.
what a fucking
Dra-
big
Drake
brain
London,
move.
Trey McBride, Tank Dell, T. Higgins, notable bench.
Let's get
Jesus
Deshaun
Christ.
Watson,
Joe Watson. Having
guess.
Michael Carter. Wait,
Jaden
Michael
Reed.
Carter's-
Jaden Reed's a good
Antonio
shout.
Gibson, Cortland Sutton, Alec Pierce, and
David Njoku.
Njoku, Randall Moore.
Yeah.
Out for the season, I think.
Crazy starting lineup. Crazy starting lineup. I mean, I'm in the same boat. My starting lineup is much better than my bench, but yeah, Austin. I wouldn't bat an eye if Austin was in the playoffs or the championship this year. Like, if that happened, I'd be like, yeah, I'm glad things broke his way. Like, good for him.
I've
But-
seen people ranking Trey McBride as the tight end 1.
Yeah,
the
I
season.
mean,
So
having
it's crazy.
Hall and McBride and Tank Dell. Like, if Tank Dell hits, I think Tank Dell takes a step back because you can't. I mean, there's no way that offense can feed everybody.
I agree.
To
Stephon
a
Diggs
crazy-
thrown
so
into
many
the mix
pieces,
is
man.
weird.
So many pieces.
Yeah.
And Diggs needs to get his fill. So I
Love
don't know.
Higgins though. Without
Love Higgins. He's super underrated lately.
I mean, they're going to keep Jamar Chase there, but Higgins is probably going to be a casualty next year because if they pay Chase, how do they pay Higgins?
Right.
So
I mean,
he's
that-
going to
that-
go somewhere else.
this year as well. But
Yeah.
I think for me, the biggest question mark here, I think Breece Hall has a great year. Nakua, I think London has probably the best year of his career. McBride as well. Higgins and Dell, I think Higgins has a great year as well. But Javonte is I don't know, man. I thought he was gonna get it together last year, but he didn't. So
He didn't at all.
I'm not at all. I had him as 2 years ago. He was in my top 5 of dynasty running backs, and he hasn't done anything since the injury, unfortunately.
The Broncos haven't either, to be honest with you. It's been all over the place. It's been hard to watch Russell Wilson try to navigate the offense and just all the miscues, and it was just sloppy. So I don't think he really had a chance. They're kind of back to square one, but I'll tell you what, dude. Sean Payton and a fresh slate with a rookie quarterback, where he can really teach him the right way to do things, the way that he wants it done. I think Javonte Williams could be somebody still. I really do.
Yeah, I hope he is. I really do. I still believe in him as a player.
But it's risky.
Yeah, if
that's
your
your RB2 all season, that's risky.
Yeah, I mean that's really his biggest gap.
His other one is Gibson. I remember I was trying to get Gibson from him for a while, and then his value just plummeted, and he couldn't get rid of him. So his running backs are shaky, but having Breece Hall is pretty great. So
he's great at wide receiver, though, man. Going 4 wide at wide receiver with the flexes. That's what I do.
McBride,
it's good. It's really good. Yep.
Yeah.
Big
All right,
time.
who do we got next?
Next we have who's this? Who is this? This is Austin. I keep looking at my rankings and not the consensus. Mac at 6.
This feels right because there's still question marks. We all think. Go ahead and run through his team.
Yeah. Starters, QB Josh Allen. Can't really go wrong there. A-Chain. Is this Ray Davis? Ray Davis, yep. Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Brock Bowers, Khalil Shakir, Rome Odunze, Caleb Williams. Picked that up in the draft. Still got Derek Carr, Tank Bigsby, Ricky Purcell, the rookie from San Francisco, Brian Thomas Jr., Elijah Moore, Wendell Robinson, Greg Dulcich, Michael Mayer. Yeah, he's got a lot of young, very strong assets. Garrett Wilson and Marvin Harrison Jr. could be absolutely nuclear this year.
That could be generational talent times 2.
That's crazy.
And with Josh Allen, he has the freedom to do whatever he wants with Caleb Williams. If Caleb Williams pops off, he could trade Caleb Williams for 2 firsts in 2 years.
You remember this trade, Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do.
There's a few out there that are tough to look at.
Look at Dalvin Cook too. Look at his trade history.
We don't have to do that again. We did that last episode.
I know that one's. But look, honestly, I've won and I've got a great roster now, so it is what it is. It happens. Garrett Wilson could have easily flopped. Who knows?
It's fair.
Even
the Jets.
Even if Mac is attempting to still be bad this year, I think it's hard for any of these teams to actively try to tank. Because they picked up a lot of strong assets. They have still picked up a lot of strong assets that could win them any week.
Mac just had a ridiculous draft this year.
Yeah,
Marvin
I
Harrison
mean,
Jr.,
people just
Khalil
can't let him
Shakir,
shoot.
Roma Dunze,
Shakir's
Caleb
not a
Williams
rookie.
stack. Oh, I thought he was.
Nice.
My bad.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of is it Keon?
I mean,
Yeah,
rookies he
Cole.
got,
Yeah.
like you said, Marvin Harrison, Roma Doomsday, Caleb Williams.
Which is a stack, right? That's
Brian-
insane. And
Yep,
then
yeah,
Ryan
long
Thomas,
term.
Ricky Pearsall is that's a nasty draft. That's really nasty.
Yeah, Brian Thomas had a great preseason too.
A lot of people would take just that group of players as a startup in Dynasty and be okay with
yeah,
it. You know what I mean?
easily.
In addition, he's already got Garrett Wilson. He's got fucking Josh Allen. Like this is a great team.
And I mean, he's got. Do we think Randy Moss will have a good year? Yes.
I think he will. I think he will in broadcasting, and not so much about, not so sure about actual NFL potential. Thank you,
He
Spencer.
was just in Bangor, Maine, so it's only uphill from there.
Yep, exactly.
Exactly. You know your life is on an uphill slope when you're hanging out in upstate in Maine.
All right, enough. Getting Matt going. Who do we got next?
Let's see. Ben at 5. The person who's definitely climbed the furthest, I think, is Ben.
The draft picks alone. Jesus.
Oh, that's my team. Oopsies. Here it is.
Is that garbage?
Whoa, what the fuck? We'll get to me in just a second. Don't you worry. Ben's team going down from the starting lineup: Joe Burrow, Zach Moss, Chuba Hubbard. Yikes. What? You'll see why we have him at 5 in just a second. Jamar Chase, Chris Olave, Pat Freiermuth, Rashee Rice, JSN. Notable bench. He's got Levis, Penix, Bo Nix. He's got Jordan Love. I mean, his QBs in the room.
How did those three come before Jordan Love?
I honestly didn't even see him. I didn't even see it. I'm just scanning the page.
Jonathan Brooks, also sneaky, could be very good.
Gus Edwards,
Sanders,
Gus
Edwards,
Andre Miller, Mike Williams,
Bucky Irving.
He might.
Maybe?
I mean, he might literally cobble together a running back room and make a run this year, like he did last year.
That's all he needed last year, man.
Yeah, he's full on 0 RB without even trying, because he has my old RB room, which is
which was 0 RB,
which was not trying to have a bad RB room, but I had a bad RB room because I had Dobbins and Sanders and whatever.
It was bad.
He's still got Mike Williams, who I traded him to get Bijan Robinson. Jalen Hyatt probably is not going to be good.
But let's run through some picks.
But here you go.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, good Lord, look at
this
that
list of picks for audio listeners. Right,
he's got 5 first-round picks in 2025.
12, 13, 14, 15,
5
16,
firsts,
17,
4
19, 20.
seconds, and 4 thirds next year.
25 overall picks in the next 3 years. I mean,
yeah.
Typically, you would have 9 picks in the next 3 years. Just 25.
And this might be. We'll see. I don't want to call it. We might see Logan 2.0. We thought Logan was going full rebuild. We're like, oh man, he's going to have to, do some research, homework, get some first round picks. And then he goes around midseason, flips them all to desperate players in our league.
Yeah.
And accumulates a massive wealth in Tyreek Hill and CMC. And
I mean, dude, if I'm him,
we'll find out.
I don't know if I'm the best person to be making this call, but I should start sending offers to Sterling and just send him an overwhelming amount of picks for every player worth anything on it and make a run.
If if you're Ben, do you trade? Do you send Sterling? Let's say he gives him 3 firsts and in return gets Eckler, Henry, and Diggs and Cup. Or maybe he sends them 4 firsts.
I'd go, Henry, Eckler, Diggs, cut. No, because they're not all worth individually a first, I don't think.
I feel like that's an overpay, but
you would feel like a first between Henry and Eckler, maybe.
What I would try to do is try to send him my 2025 firsts, take his pieces, and get a 2027 first out of it to still have 2 in whatever amount of time. Because but anyway.
He's got an opportunity here to just stick with the picks and ride it out for the next 3 years and have an insane team for the next, 6 or 7 to 10 years. Who knows who he's able to draft? Or like you said, pull a Logan. I feel like that would at least make it interesting.
Yeah. I'm ready for these next few people. I'm ready for it to get spicy. We haven't said 3 names here.
We haven't said 4 names. Well, we've mentioned somebody's name, but we haven't.
That's what I'm saying. There's only a 4th name that's not directly on this podcast.
I promise, if you're a first-time listener, we do not rank ourselves highly just because. I promise.
Yeah,
I
you're
do.
about to see why. But at number 4, and I agree with this. This was my personal ranking of myself. Is my team, the 2021 LA Rams. Here we go. Starting lineup: Jalen Hurts, Bijan Robinson, Joe Mixon, AJ Brown, Deebo Samuel, Sam Laporta, Devontae Adams, Najee Harris. Notable bench: we got Baker Mayfield, Aaron Rodgers,
Notable in quotations.
Blake Corum, Tyler Algier, Jalen Warren, DeAndre Hopkins, Brandon Cooks,
Wow, no
and
Adam Thielen mentioned. Damn.
Hollywood Brown, Darius Slayton, I guess, Olamide
Disrespected.
Zacchaeus,
Yeah.
and I have
Wow,
3
wait, did
picks.
Treylon Burks get a mention and Adam Thielen didn't?
Yeah, he did.
Jeez.
Kick returner 1,
Whole
baby.
world.
Hey, man, you know what? He actually
Whole
got some pretty
world.
good catches in the preseason game. I was watching. I'm like, there's Burks. He's out there, man. He's doing his
Oh
thing.
God.
You know.
I actually was showing my buddy this weekend the our matchup in Dynasty because I was telling him about Dynasty as a whole, and he was
Yeah.
like, "I like this guy's names for his players."
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Like this one,
Actually-
Tyler sucks under Tyler Algier.
Yeah,
That's my
I
favorite.
think AJ Dillon is John sucks on Tyler's team. But anyways, let's talk
Nice.
about my team because I got to eat this fucking onion in a minute here.
yeah.
You know how I feel. I love my team.
Yeah.
I mean, I do.
So,
I don't
you
love
want to go first, Jake?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to hate it more. Like I wanted to rank it lower, but unfortunately, like I think, like I said earlier, there's like a tier, and I think the first tier is the 4 names that are left. You know, me, Tyler, John, and Logan, and then it goes Ben, and then it's like I think Austin could be in that tier with Ben, and then you've got like Connor, Mack, and Troy, and then Sterling, Dane, and Frank. Like I think to me that's more how I think about it. And John, to me, is the bottom of that first tier. Like his team is good. He could win the league, and he also still has some future potential. So it's impossible to rank him any lower than that. I don't know if I'd say he is above some of the guys I've ranked lower than him as far as like whose team I'd want. If we ranked it by that, I think it'd be a far different list because I
agree.
Like there's definitely teams I'd rather have. But overall, I mean, dangerous team. Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown alone can carry you to victories. And Mixon could be sneaky good. So, and the Laporta pickup is a fucking crime. You robbed Frank. You took advantage. You hurt that man.
I can't disagree with you. I worked really hard on that trade for weeks to make it happen.
You gaslit him. You manipulated Frank.
I
think I agree.
still stand by the fact that I think overall, like let's say 2 years go by, I think he wins. I mean, I really do. Pitts and Pickens, I think long term those guys are better than just Laporta and Hollywood Brown. He's probably I don't know what Hollywood Brown is this year or next year, especially on the Chiefs. It's like there's no clarity there as to what he's going to be. So
Laporta is so good, but
he is really good.
Pitts could be amazing too. I don't know. I'd rather have your side right now. That's all I know.
I agree. That's why I did the trade. But yeah, I love this team. My starting lineup is disgusting. I believe in Najee Harris this year because he's fighting for a contract and his future in the NFL. I think
even though you wouldn't water bet him as top 20, you were so hesitant.
Right.
We had to make you. But okay.
Did I water bet that? Did I actually do it?
I think formally you did, but we had to get it out of you.
Yeah, no, I think top 20. I think ceiling top 12. I mean, he's done it before.
Oh,
he's got Arthur Smith. He's
done it before. Is not a good argument.
As a positive, but I think that's a positive for him this year.
Oh,
just wait. You guys would love to have Najee Harris on your team. You both would trade me for Najee Harris right now. I guarantee you.
Okay.
You're holding back. But you would love
man.
to have him on your roster.
I had him, and then I flipped him.
Would not trade for Najee Harris.
Aaron Jones for Najee Harris, straight up.
That is,
you would do it.
Yeah, I guess because Aaron Jones has maybe a year left.
Yeah, well, who's to say Najee's 26, man?
So he has 2 years left. So I'm like, okay, sure, here you go.
Either way,
no, I like this team. I think just what Jake said is that I wouldn't want this team necessarily. I think having Bijan Robinson is phenomenal. Same with Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. I think that's a disgusting core along with Sam Laporta. It's really good. I'm not trying to be a Joe Mixon hater. This is just not a guy that I like think is a league winner type RB2, sustain me the whole year. Debo Samuel is so boomer bust. It hurts my bones. Devontae Adams is getting thrown the ball by fucking Gardner Minshew right now. I don't even know what's going on in Oakland or in Las Vegas. So it's one of those things that you paid up big time. You have no draft capital for 2 more years. Your bench is
Don't worry,
not
Tyler.
healthy, and it's
someone will help him out. Someone will make him.
Someone will probably eventually bail you out.
That
even
John
though
will
you don't
gaslight
deserve
him
it.
into.
I'm never worried about
to-
not having picks because I will find a way to get them. It
I
is
know.
what it is.
Yeah,
I
it
can
is what it is.
rapid fire throw shit at a wall and I will end up with an early second round pick or a late first. I don't care. It'll happen.
I think
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
worried
have to
about that.
really
But-
really start intimidating people or something. Start sending them pictures of like a gun or something.
I mean,
But
Tyler's
this-
able to do it. I mean, we're both like very handsome men, and we're able to just somehow
true.
convince people to give us what we need to have a chance to win fantasy football championships. So
That
here we
hasn't
are.
worked for you so far. Or maybe you're
Okay.
not handsome enough.
Maybe not. Maybe I need to
Um,
reevaluate myself a little bit.
Yeah. All right.
But
enough-
on any bye week, John, I would be a little scared to have your team. That's all I'm saying.
On any bye week?
Any bye week from my starting lineup, I'm a little scared.
Ah, okay.
I mean,
That-
Philadelphia feels like
that
a
seems like it.
really
That seems
brutal one.
insulting, but I'll take it.
Missing
Yeah,
one piece
okay.
of that puzzle, dude. It's a shaky. It's a little scary, but okay.
I don't disagree with you. I
All
don't
right.
disagree.
Who's up next? You got an onion to
Consensus
eat.
number 3 is our boy. Lost in the championship last year in both of our major leagues, actually.
Damn heartbreaking for him. It must have been so brutal.
I think he was fine. He got married.
Yeah,
and he's
nobody
doing
else
okay,
has
but-
ever lost 2 of our major leagues in the same fucking year.
It was
by
heartbreaking
less
for
than
you?
a point.
What the hell? Yeah, by even smaller margin.
Yeah, well, I don't feel bad for you.
I
Yeah,
had to
I know.
see you that day. You had to hang out with the guy who beat you.
I did. Yeah, it was brutal.
That sucks. That really sucks.
No, it was a lot of fun.
Logan's starting lineup, it's pretty gross. Dak Prescott, Jahmyr Gibbs, James Conner. I mean, look at his last 5 games. I'll just read them off real quick. Then
Why'd you say it like that?
Because I don't know. I mean, he's old as fuck. So, but I mean, it's 22, 17, 22, 26, 30.
Volume is
coming
a hell of
off
a drug,
an
brother. Yeah.
He's one of those guys. He feels like he should be on like Connor's team.
Yeah,
You
or
know?
Dane. Or
Like
Dane.
he
Well,
feels like a
was on
money
Dane's
ball
team.
player.
He is a Moneyball
Yeah.
player for sure.
Yeah.
Amon Ross St. Brown, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, David Montgomery, Amari Cooper, notable bench. You got Stafford, Mostert. He traded with Jake to get Mostert.
Yep.
Elliott, Jerome Ford. All 3 of these guys are, I mean, depth, and going into this year, I wouldn't be
Pretty good.
upset, you know?
Yeah, not bad at all.
Could be good, could be very bad.
Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin. He picked up Samson Nakua
Yep. he
after
did do
that field goal return. It was actually quite impressive. And JJ McCarthy in the IR out for the season. Yeah. I mean, Logan drafted Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's been his boy ever since. He drafted Jahmyr Gibbs. I traded him David Montgomery to get Miles Sanders.
Worth it.
Yeah, no, that worked out really well
Yeah.
for me.
Oh,
So,
yeah, great for you.
yeah.
Um,
He's got a great team. I mean, it's disgusting. It really is. Like the potential is here. What it's capable of.
ceiling is
last year
nuts.
Yeah, the ceiling's crazy. There's a reason why he's here. I think he also does still have pretty good draft capital too. He's got 2 firsts in 2027. So
2027. Not
these are
terrible.
actually all 2027 picks. So yeah, he's sold out over the next 2 seasons. So if he doesn't win in the next 2 years, then that's unfortunate for him. But he came pretty darn close last year. Yeah, I think he's got a good chance. If you have Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Amon-Ra St. Brown on your team, I'd say you're doing okay.
Not bad at all, man.
Yeah.
Scary team.
Yeah, it's very possible. All right. The people are pushing, John.
They want this
Get to
onion.
these
We're
next-
almost there, you guys. We're almost there. I told
I
you you'd have to work
honestly-
for it.
Come
I think
on.
we can run through Tyler and I pretty quick because I don't think we need to jack each other off.
Well,
I think I need
you're
you
certainly
guys
will even off
To
pod,
tell
I
me how good
guarantee
my
that.
roster is for a little bit, but okay.
All right, let's go on to our number 2 consensus. It's Jake, the boys. Here we
This
go.
feels
Doesn't have a
like
kicker on
bullshit.
his roster, by the way.
Yeah, because I'm
For
smart.
context. Starting lineup. Go ahead, Jake. Why don't you rattle it off for us?
Tua, McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Saquon
Jesus
Barkley,
Christ.
Jalen Waddle. Roll down to the bench real quick. Mostly stocked with the backups for my top guys, especially at running back. If you scroll down, really the guys that I'm excited about on here, I'm glad I got Juwan Jennings just because of the way Ayuk is shaken out. Got a bunch of tight ends I'm excited about, including Evan Ingram, who has in my possibility has every possibility to be the tight end one. I think Travis Kelce could easily take it, obviously, because he's done it a bunch of times. And there are a couple other guys who could be, but Ingram is in that conversation. But Calvin Ridley, also another good wide receiver. But I'm going to say before you guys do, my problem is depth. I don't have a lot of depth outside my main roster, but the important key is I do have the backups. I have the guys that will benefit if my main guys if my main guys were to get hurt.
I think you have a fair amount of solid. Like you're not. I mean, we got Calvin Ridley. You got
DJ
Evan
Chark
Ingram is a top 5 guy.
Could be possible. Something.
Something happened to DJ
so.
Chark, didn't it? I thought he got hurt.
Undisclosed.
There was something going on with him. I thought. I could be mistaken. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, I've got some long shots on there, but I've got the guys that benefit if something happens. Troy Franklin, I'm excited about. Very high upside, very. I mean, I got him for a 3rd round pick in the draft last year. I traded up to
There's
get him.
nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah,
he's
a future piece. Future piece.
He's Bo Nix, college wide receiver. They broke records together at Oregon. I was like, I want a piece of that story if that's what happens. But yeah, I've got everybody behind Christian McCaffrey. So if Christian McCaffrey goes down, that San Francisco offense is still a good fantasy option, almost no matter who's running the ball. So
the offensive line in San Francisco is stupid good.
Kyle Shanahan's made sure of that. Like no matter who was there, they're going to be fine.
On top of that, I've also got 2026. I've got 2 firsts and 3 seconds. So I'm feeling good about that. Those picks will increase in value, and I won't be dead by that time too. Like I'll be able to work with that and either trade them back and try to get more in 2027, or get a guy I really want to fill a hole or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I feel like I said the negatives about my team.
Well, this is a heinous team, Jake. This is an all-in team.
I think the best way to define it is if healthy, if everything goes right, I feel like I have the best team. I don't think that makes me the best team overall.
Fair. Yeah. Honestly, I agree with you.
Yeah.
If a couple things shake out positively for you with Justin Jefferson's situation, with Ayuk's situation, it's a tough team to beat. I don't see a lot of lineups that would beat this.
Yeah.
It's gross. But yeah, why don't we move on to the consensus best team in the league? The former champ, or the current champ, actually.
Reigning champ.
Yeah, that's the term. T-Dog, Tyler, the Bald Stars.
Hell yeah.
I hate it. It pisses me off knowing that you were able to acquire this team, that there were certain people, Dane, involved in trades. You know what, Dane? Yeah, I'm going to move my ranking.
Oh, come on. Boo.
Suck. I remember when Tyler sent us this trade right here that I'm about to show you, and he was like, "Do I take this?" And I was like, "Yeah, obviously." And I'm pissed that this wasn't sent to me, but that's an instant smash accept. Rashad Penny, CeeDee Lamb, Kenneth Walker, and a 2024 second, and all he had to give away was Amari Cooper and James Conner.
James Conner, I had just traded straight up for a late second. What was projected to be
whatever,
late
man.
second.
I mean,
and Amari Cooper, I think I drafted in the startup draft, and they both had great years. This is in the offseason, so
terrible choice. God damn it, dude.
And he had Kenneth Walker hadn't played a snap yet,
dude.
And he traded him away.
James Conner and Amari Cooper both top 10 guys coming off that year. So
I can't believe I've got fucking CeeDee Lamb and Elijah Mitchell for Dalvin Cook.
Oh yeah. That's insane. You gave him away.
It was 2021, yeah.
Wow. Well,
again, this is only 4 months after that, right? Not everybody was like crazy high on CeeDee Lamb, but anyway.
Yeah.
absolutely disgusting team. Your running back depth is what really blows my mind here. I mean, and same with wide receiver depth, but starters, Jacobs, ETN, and you could argue that these other guys could be starters for you. I mean, Aaron Jones, Kamara, I'd be happy with both of them as my starting running backs in any redraft lineup.
Definitely.
Zamir White, he could end up being
Strong possibilities.
he could be a running back 1 this year. Like he could. I don't know. You can't argue that he couldn't just based on what Josh Jacobs was able to do in that on that
It's tough
team.
to say,
Solid backup
Josh
tight end,
Palmer.
Cole Kmet. I mean, you know,
Cole Kmet could be high, and he's got Likely if anything happens. We saw that Likely can do it. So.
Yeah. Josh Palmer. I mean, I think we would all agree. I think he's the best chance at the wide receiver 1.
There's just nothing to knock here. Like that's a solid team, and it's been well managed. And really, the best we can hope for is that just like bad shit happens to Tyler.
Oh God, I pray. I pray night and day for that.
Yeah.
Like,
I've had a lot of lucky breaks lately. So yeah.
I don't want anything bad to happen to actual Tyler, but I want everybody on his team to get hurt.
I mean, yeah, some teams just have to hope that like they get lucky. Tyler just has to hope he doesn't get really unlucky, and he'll make the playoffs. Easy.
So I don't want to like crank my hog too hard on my own team, but a lot of this, yes, sure, CeeDee Lamb was kind of a steal, right? But a lot of this came down to knowing when to buy Josh Jacobs for a 2nd round pick. When people thought the wheels were going to fall off, knowing when to buy Mike Evans off of John when he thought he was too old, right? And repeats with Baker Mayfield for another 1,000-yard season.
Look,
knowing when Michael Pittman is undervalued and getting him off of Logan, flipping Najee Harris for a DK Metcalf that will just play football forever. So
I just think there's one thing that we need to say to make you realize how much you got this out of the fucking mud is that you traded away Justin Jefferson for a guy who does not play football for a team anymore.
Actually, he looked okay in the preseason game for the Saints yesterday. James Robinson. He did play, and he had a carry.
He doesn't play football in any serious capacity for a team anymore.
He got a touchdown that was called back for holding, so there's that.
In preseason.
Yeah.
For the team with 2 guys above him on their roster.
3, yeah.
Okay. So, great team, Tyler, easily. I mean, look, I gave myself the first in my own rankings because, look, you got to believe in yourself. But
none of these teams have Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. That's all I have to say.
None of these.
Fair enough.
That's really all I have to say. But yeah, that's our Dynasty rankings for 2020. Going into 2024, we do it every year. I think it's changed. It would be nice to go through and actually compare where we've been in the past. But a lot of things have changed. New managers, a lot of players moving around, a lot of picks moving around, especially in Ben's case. But I don't think that's why anybody's here right now. So the 3 people watching, really appreciate it. But
it's
yeah,
gotta be Sam, Chris, and
fucking
Spencer,
onion, baby. Here we go. Eat the fucking onion. Spencer says Sam Brilliant's ready to go. Sorry to call out your full name, but here you are on a live podcast.
He's commenting, and he's fine.
It is what it is. Shall we do the drop that hopefully we never have to hear again?
Let's hear it.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Let's eat this onion.
Onion time!
That's
All right.
hot.
Thank you, Peter. That's going to be peterkrinsky@gmail.com.
Did you just drop his Gmail?
Something like that. Yeah, that's how. If you want to
You didn't even
contact Peter
spell
for
it.
any
I'm
props,
I'm dying.
it's
Look me up on LinkedIn.
It's in the description of every video, every podcast. Peter's email is there if you want somebody to make you some drops or just somebody to talk to.
Yeah, either one.
Does he advertise that service?
Yes.
No, and he doesn't really get back to you, so you might have to wait a while, or really reach out to him on multiple platforms, and say that you'll pay his fantasy buy-in if he makes you a drop within 12 hours. Okay. Regardless, this is our last place punishment. So glad to be doing this live. So upset that it has to be me. And that one decision basically created a downfall of epic proportion last season in our redraft league, with a lot of good friends of ours. But thank you, Ducky. Thank you, Spencer.
Neat.
Shove that onion up your ass. Thank you. I really appreciate that. But anyway, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the league.
Damn it.
I got to go back to last year, previous leagues, 2023. Here we go. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to go through every single matchup starting in week 1, every single loss that
see
I've
your
had.
team. Let's see your team. Read off this team for me because I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Tyler's not in this league.
this is the final team. This is the team I ended up with and pretty much caused me to lose. Starters, Justin Fields, Joe Mixon, Austin Eckler, DJ Moore, Cooper Kupp, Cole Kmet, Deontay Johnson, bench, Josh Jacobs, Thielen, Terry McLaurin, Zach Moss, Sam Howell.
God, that's ass.
Booty cheek team.
Bad? I don't think.
But Joe
really,
Mixon's a league winner, John.
Yeah, he was the RB6, motherfucker. Like, give me a break, dude. Whatever.
Pretty ass.
Cole Kmet with 0 in my final game. 0.
Oh, God.
I had a lot of zeros that absolutely fucked me. Terry McLaurin fucked me with a goose egg at one point. Whatever, man.
Look at the matchups now. I just had to have some context.
Yeah, no, of course. For Tyler, this is the one league Tyler's not in that me and Jake do. But anyway, week 1. Oh, fuck. Here we go.
Oh,
Okay.
you got obliterated.
Week 1 got absolutely murdered against TJ, which I'm pretty sure I lose to him twice in the course of the season. But let's bring the onion up. Here we go. Should I go full screen?
Oh, you got to go full face cam for you.
Yeah, of course. You don't give a fuck about us right now.
Okay. So I lost to TJ. Even with 25 points from Christian McCaffrey, it didn't really work out because the rest of my team did absolutely nothing. But the major
Christian
thing here
McCaffrey
about
and
this
Josh Allen, what
league,
happened?
we'll get to it. We'll fucking get to it,
fuck?
Tyler.
Fucking idiot.
What the
Tyler.
fuck?
Yeah, no, Tyler, we'll get to it. We'll talk
Just
about
wait.
this.
Just wait. There's a reason he's eating a fucking onion.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna full screen for this one for the first bite here. That's not bad, actually.
See, I
I
told
never
you.
knew. It's pretty good. Fuck you guys. This is good. I don't like you guys.
I know that shit burns.
I don't know. You're going to be saying that in like 8 more bites, brother.
I'll be as good in a second. Okay, I'm sorry. My eyes are already watering.
Yeah.
This league has crazy points for defenses. The Dallas Cowboys got 49 points this week.
What?
9 points.
I mean, to be fair.
1 block, 2 touchdowns. Fair, whatever. That doesn't equate to 49 points in any other circumstance other than this fucking league.
7 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 1 fumble. That's a lot of points still for defense, bro. If not 49, like 30. But
Yeah,
I hear your
my
point.
defense got 17, but I mean that didn't fucking matter. I'm going against Justin Jefferson, Alexander Madison, whatever. Fuck you guys. Going into week 2. Oh, thank God I won. Okay, my first win of the season. We don't have to talk about the wins,
No
but at
one
least I don't
cares.
have to take a bite of the onion. It doesn't matter. I came in last place.
Yeah.
Week 3, I lost by 25 points ish. 20
To
points.
the league winner.
Did this person win?
Yeah, Truman.
Oh, okay. No, 6 and 8. They didn't win.
Oh,
This
I'm
is the
pretty
other
sure he
one.
won.
Yeah. Anyways, Kenneth Walker destroyed me. I had a pretty good game from James Conner and Christian McCaffrey. But when Evan McPherson puts up 23 points in a league that gives 1,000 points to fucking kickers, this is the shit you have to deal with. So we'll have another fucking bite of the onion right now. I'm pissed, dude.
I'm glad you're taking some real bites in there.
I have to.
Those
I've
are
seen
good
the other people
bites.
do it. I can't get pussy bites right now. It's not fair.
No, you'll have to eat a second onion.
Minding how important defense is. Yeah, no problem, Chris. You suck. Actually, that wasn't your choice, but you are co-commissioner, so you could get rid of this bullshit if you really wanted to. All right, going on to week 4. Shit. Oh, thank God. 193 points.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
How did I do that?
Oh, Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey. Wow. Top.
Wow.
Maybe
Better
the
trade
best in
those
the
guys
league.
away.
Josh Jacobs. Nick
You
Bolton.
fucking moron. What happened?
We'll
Why
get
are
to
they
it.
not on the roster at the end?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
This is like seeing the last 10 minutes of a horror movie and then going
Thank
back
God.
to the beginning. You're like, oh, these people are
How could they have done this?
Oh my God. This is
Ugh.
terrible. I won. Doesn't matter. I still have Josh
Yeah.
Allen and Christian McCaffrey on my team. That will change eventually. And this is the person who fucking takes them. Week 5, I beat him. Week 6,
Ooh.
oh, brutal loss by 6 points to Sunshine something, whatever. I still have Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey on an off week. Zay Flowers did okay.
Man, Cole
best-
Kmet hates you.
Every
Every week, like 3 points,
Cole Kmet
0
hates you.
points.
Derrick
Bro.
Henry. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, another loss here. We'll take bite number 4.
Oh, that was.
I'm gonna fucking puke.
Oh no.
You really went for that one.
I'm gonna take a second on this one. That's really bad. I
Savor
don't even have
it.
water. All I have is beer on my fucking desk.
It'd
I'm
be like
not
French
sure
onion
water
soup. It'd be
or-
delicious.
Oh man.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking puke
Think of
already.
some
This is
fucking
why
shit.
I have a bowl here just in case.
You do have
It's
to
a
keep
very
going
small
if you
bowl.
throw up, just so you're clear.
I know I have to keep going until I'm done. And there's like 10 more losses.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I hate this. Week 7,
I'm so
I lost
sorry.
again. I lost again.
Let's see the loss. We can't see it.
Patrick
John.
Mahomes puts up 4 touchdowns against me.
Yeah, show us the visual.
4 touchdowns. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you have to also produce the show while
I know
dying.
I'm doing fucking everything. You guys don't.
You got onion
laugh
brain
at me
right
and make
now.
fun of me and say I suck at football, fantasy football. Jesus, how's this guy have AJ Brown and Devonta Smith? Well, then he has whatever. I lost. The defense is again putting up crazy point totals.
Your defense got more than his.
The net total between your defense and kicker and their defense and kicker, you had 0.1 difference between you, and it was on your side. It had literally
Okay,
nothing to
whatever.
do with
I'm
the
still
matchup.
complaining. I'm still
fucking
complaining.
defense and kicker, man. I can't win.
The difference here was Patrick Mahomes and DJ Moore versus AJ Brown. Here we go. I'm gonna have a fucking another bite of the
Oof.
fucking. I didn't have a bite for this one yet, right? I don't think I did.
Man,
No.
if only the defense and kicker didn't make you get rid of Josh Allen and Christian McCaffrey.
The first bite wasn't that bad. It's the acid that gets you. Thank you, Chris. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's dead on. The after effects. Just wait.
Well. Okay. I have to take slightly smaller bites so I don't puke all over my desk. I hope that's okay with you guys.
I heard if you chug a Sprite, it'll make you feel better.
Oh my fucking God.
I have some Diet Mountain Dew in the fridge back there. Maybe that'll help.
You got the new onion Sprite.
Same thing. Yeah, milk really neutralizes it.
Oh, thank God. Oh, this every year, man. Every year. I beat Jake.
Beat him.
Every
Got
year.
him.
In
Very
redraft. 166 to 124.
Didn't have a
Thanks to
particularly
Josh
bad
Allen
week.
and Christian McCaffrey.
Oh my God, they saved
Time
you.
to trade him.
Josh Jacobs, pretty solid week. McLaurin.
See you later, fellas.
10 for 10. 10
You guys
for
are
10, Cole
doing
Kmet.
great. You're getting out of here.
Oh, you got won me the week. Thank you so much. All right, fuck you. Get out of here.
Oh, don't you worry. We're getting there. Week 9.
It's gotta be soon here.
We won. We beat the shit out of Sam. Beat the shit out of Sam this week. I wonder why. Oh, maybe because Josh Allen got 25 points. Josh Jacobs, 22 from Deontay Johnson. Cole Kmet, 2 touchdowns.
Where's Christian McCaffrey?
I think it was on his bye week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I still
Whew,
beat the shit out
I
of
got
Sam.
scared. Jeez.
And this is when it all goes wrong.
John's like,
After
thank
this-
God I got
after this
Christian
win.
McCaffrey's bye week.
Another, you know, we made the win happen. Christian McCaffrey with 20 points.
Again, amazing performance.
Pretty good. Yeah, I'll agree. Got Devonta Foreman off waivers. I'm like, I don't need Christian McCaffrey anymore. I have Devonta Foreman.
Classic.
Look at Brandon Cooks. Jesus Christ. On his,
Jesus.
oh my God. Noah Brown.
170 yards.
You
Holy
forget about in
shit.
the offseason, you forget about fucking guys like that come out of nowhere. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And I want you guys to know that the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games are all losses.
Oh, no. I didn't know.
Week 11.
Oh, God.
I traded away Christian McCaffrey and Josh Allen, and in return, I got this is the trade: Adam Thielen, Joe Mixon, Cooper Kupp, Austin Eckler, and Sam Howell. And I traded away McCaffrey, Connor, Allen, and Zay Flowers.
Tyler, don't reason with it. We roasted the shit out of him in the chat when he did it.
That is
Oh,
unhinged, John.
It's probably the top trade where I have been like, why didn't you text me?
Ooh.
It's bad. I
man.
told you guys I have a fucking gag reflex. It's
This one's
really
getting
bad.
Sad.
It's getting steamy in here.
I can smell John's breath.
I'm gonna throw up.
God, that
Week 12.
trade is it's the worst I've seen in redraft. I'm sorry,
It's
John.
insane. Pure redraft. That's insane.
Lost by 30 to TJ.
Oh, man, Justin Fields, really.
I mean,
12
Justin
points.
Fields and Austin Eckler really held you over. I mean, it's the same thing.
Dude, here's the
really.
thing.
It's
You look at
Josh Allen and Christian
look at
McCaffrey.
Justin Fields in 2023.
I'll give you Justin Fields. I hear you a little bit, but at the same
he's my
time, it's
replacement
Josh
for Josh
Allen,
Allen.
dude.
Yeah.
Justin Fields was still okay in this time. I mean, not
John
really.
traded away literally a 1 and 2 pick.
No, because Josh
we're,
Allen
like,
and Christian
winning a
McCaffrey
game.
both finished first at their position in this season.
Yes.
So
We're
big
aware.
mistake. Did I take a bite for this one yet? I don't think I did.
No, you didn't. Fuck.
Okay. Yeah, I lost again. So here's another bite. Trying to find a good spot.
Show that bite off the onion. How big is that? How big are we going?
I've had
That's so
Those are-
overblown. I can't see fucking shit. Wow. Yeah, you're doing it.
They're
Okay.
sizable
I'm-
bites.
I'm
That's
trying
at
to
least
get
4
down
or
to
5
the-
layers.
Yeah. No, yeah. Each bite is like at least 3, if not more. Okay. Week 13, we lost again by a lot. We put up 84 points.
84. Josh Allen and Christian McCaffrey could have done that between the two of them.
Yeah, the guys I traded for, Cooper Kupp finally got a touchdown.
Wow.
Terry McLaurin, 0.
0.
Austin Eckler, 4 points.
Oh, and a blowout
18
against
yards
Miami.
on 14 carries. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, my entire team is on bye. Maybe I should have fucking thought about that before doing that trade.
Yeah, literally trading away Christian McCaffrey, the RB1, who's already passed his bye.
I'm trying to find a good spot on here to like get.
Oh, those are big.
That was a good bite. Nobody
got
can
into
say
it.
you're not earning this.
No, I'm not. Or I am. All right, week 14. I put up a pretty good week. 140 points to 161. I think it was the best performance on the week. Yeah, I played the highest scoring team.
Let's see that defense. I know that defense has got points.
33.
Ooh.
Yeah.
33 points from her fucking defense.
Yeah, David Njoku too.
Bites are shrinking. Yeah, Chris. It's getting worse, man. Maybe I might flip to the other side, then I can keep the bites going here. Big time bites. Yeah, Sam's Italian sandwiches are also quite onion heavy, Spencer. Thank you.
Delicious though.
Yeah, well,
So
I
good.
miss Sam's Italians.
Fuck up a
They overdo it
Sam's
with the
Italian,
tomatoes,
man.
but
No, so
Alright.
good, man.
week 15, I lost again to the highest scoring team in the league. Again.
Yeah, that's not why though.
Okay, but 129 would have beaten this team,
You're
this team, this team, this team.
You're starting Sam Howell every week, which is, again, it's last year, but still insane.
Sam Howell was a shooter. Let's not forget that.
He was a shooter, but man, going redraft. What is this? 10 million?
Again,
Yeah,
I'm well aware I fucked up.
If your
I'm well
previous
aware I
guy
fucked up.
yes, it does look worse when your previous QB was
Like-
out.
Fuck.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
You have a
So,
bucket?
oh yeah, no, I do. It's a little
Okay.
one, but yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs puts up 24. Devontae Adams puts up 24. Rasheed Rice puts up 24 before illegally driving his vehicle on the highway. Jalen Hurts, Kyron Williams. I mean,
He's
Jesus.
bad.
Oh, man.
Why did he
Yeah,
get
what a
points?
piece of shit, dude. Well, yeah, come on. How'd you lose to him?
Look, even my defense
Yeah.
got 34, and I still lost by a lot. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh, man, there's a lot of sadness in your eyes. Oh, fuck. That was like an apple bite.
I hope you guys are. You're getting some ASMR from this as well, right? Hold on.
I'm feeling visibly like sick.
Are you guys feeling sick? Because I feel really sick.
I mean, I remember what this was like, and it wasn't good. Just wait. It's worse afterwards. I had
Week
to
16.
eat,
I
I
lost
had to
again.
eat the onion and then do a whole draft afterwards and stick around and hang out with people. So
That's why I'm doing it now because for the listener, we have this draft tomorrow, and my redemption starts when I pick Christian McCaffrey, and I will not be trading him to anybody. I don't care if he gets fucking torn ACL in the first play of the game of the whatever. I don't care if he's Aaron Rodgers of next season. He's not going anywhere. Got my shit kicked in by Noah. 25 points from Justin Fields. Hey, that's why I kept him. But 51 from Amari Cooper against me.
That was that week.
That was that week. Evan Ingram.
Brutal.
Also great.
My defense kicker got 22 points. Thanks, DJ Moore.
John complains about the defenses, but here he is getting his ass blown out by like wide receivers. He's like, the fucking defense.
I just want them to know that
DJ Moore had 3 catches.
Amari Cooper, that's just insane. I think this is actually technically the playoffs now. Is this week 15 is the start of the playoffs. So this is like the start of the toilet bowl. So yeah,
right.
I keep losing. Here we go. Did I take a bite for this one? I don't think I did.
I don't know. You didn't.
I'm trying, you guys. I'm really trying.
Oh, I believe in you. You're my hero.
I gotta like hold my nose. Hold on. I'm really okay.
Just get the bucket ready.
Playoffs is just 3 quick bites if you can stomach it. I know. We're so close, Chris. I know. We're so close. Last game. This is the last one. Week 17.
Wait, you've got 2 more. That was week 15. You got 16, 17.
I thought that was 16.
No, I did. I went back to look at 15. I did this one already. Fuck you. Are you kidding me?
I'm just keeping you honest. The last thing you want to do is have him be like, you got to eat another onion.
Wait, playoffs is 3 quick bites? I'm doing one for every playoff game, so I feel like that counts, right, Chris? Or right? Yeah, Chris?
Yeah, this is your
right.
You're doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it. It's the last one.
And week 17, almost there. I don't have a matchup in week 17. I think I'm done.
Oh,
I think I did.
Oh my God, you are.
I'll do one more for shits and gigs, just because I love you guys. Because I think I only did 2 for the playoffs. Here we go. Oh my God.
Let's go.
You find a good spot. You find a good spot here, right on the top. These are the playoff losses, Sam, by the way.
Oh,
God, fuck. I felt that one.
Ooh, that's not good.
I'm crying. This is awful.
Your stomach's going to hurt.
I'm smiling. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time with you guys. I love you guys.
Oh, me too. Don't die.
Like you're dying. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm scared for you now.
That was terrible. That was really bad, you guys. I'm still chewing it, though.
Well, you did it. You did it. Round of applause. Round of applause for John.
Fuck you, Kane. I hate you. Thanks for the great trade. Excited to do it again in week 9 this year. You know what? We've done it 2 years in a row. Never fails for you, man. I think he won the prior year because of my trade.
That sounds correct. If you play fantasy with John, that sounds absolutely correct.
You got to watch yourself say it was going to be easy after the first bite. I'm not going to lie. The first bite tasted good.
It's not bad.
It's really not bad.
Oh, geez. Well, to follow us at Those Movie Dudes. If you watched this far, really appreciate it. At Those Fantasy Dudes. Yeah. We'll see you in week 1. I'm looking forward to it. Finally
Football's
talking about
back.
fucking. Let's go. Let's go.
Fucking back.
Did I tell you guys I got tickets for Dolphins Jaguars week 1? Let's go.
Oh, let's go, dude. Nice.
I'm going to it, man. So Dolphins Jags, and then I'm up with you guys against the Seahawks. And going to like 2 or 3 more games after that. So I'm locked in this year. Locked in.
Hell yeah, baby.
Red zone, already paid for. It's gonna be a good fucking season. I love football.
Give me that login. Yeah.
No problem, man. Hey man, I've been using your F1 login, so I really appreciate that.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, that's the same price as Red Zone. Yeah.
Sure, sure. It's like $100 a year, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing.
Sure, man. Well, thanks for another great offseason. I'll see you guys in the beginning of season 7. That is going to be at Those Fantasy Dudes, Instagram, TikTok, at Fantasy Dudes Pods on X. If you're watching this, subscribe, hit that plus notifications button, and all that good shit. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for tuning in to Those Fantasy Dudes Podcast. Make sure to tune in next week and follow us at Those Fantasy Dudes on Instagram.
Oh my god.
Fuck you, Sam. You suck.